Hey Lexi, 10 years ago, on May 4th, 2012, Marvels The Avengers released in theaters.
Nice.
We've actually watched this movie while we were doing podcasts before, but we've never done an official commentary for it. So what do you say we do it now?
Yes.
And let's get the conversation started. Hello and welcome to LexiCon. It is Maddie.
Lexi.
Dylan.
Casey.
And Johnny is chilling here as well as we get ready to watch, not the movie that started it all, because I think that's Iron Man, but this was the first big team up on screen of superheroes. Still one of my... I'm sure it's somewhere in the list of my top movies, but it's one of my top tier Marvel movies for sure. It's right up there with Ragnarok, Black Panther, and Endgame is the best of the Marvel Cinematic Universe thus far.
Nice.
In my opinion. It still holds up today.
10 years on and it's still that great.
Well, I mean, it didn't change.
No, but they've released a lot of
It's still doing
other
exactly
great
the same
movies.
as it was, and it's fantastic. I love this movie. And let me get that out of the way. I love this movie. I don't want to keep saying it over and over again in the commentary.
I love this movie.
This is going to be part 1 of 2 for you listening on the main podcast feed. I think I'm going to actually combine them into one if you're listening on YouTube. Part 2 will come out next week for those listening on the main feed of the podcast. And you're going to get it all here on YouTube.
Yeah.
This is a pretty long movie, obviously 2 hours and 25 minutes if you go all the way through. And what is the end credit scene of this one? Does anybody remember?
I don't remember.
I know the
shawarma
shawarma's the mid-credit scene, right? Or is that the
Something
actual
like
end-credit
that.
scene?
Is it Thanos?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Thanos.
Thanos is one of them. And so we got to go all the way through to the end. So it's going to be good long. We're actually going to stop. You have a time cue for us, right?
Yes.
So we're going to stop a little over an hour in, and then we'll reset and set up for part 2. We'll give you a countdown if you're watching along with us. We are all zeroed out on Disney Plus, so make sure whatever format you're watching in is zeroed out. So as soon as you press play, the movie will start, so we can be all in sync. We'll try to give you another sync cue, but as I say, every time we do this, we're not that good at giving you a second one. We don't plan this ahead of time like we should. But with all that said, anybody have anything they have to throw in before we get started? Because we got a lot of movie to get
We
through.
can get into it.
All right, sounds good. So I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, play, and on play, we can all press play together. Unless nobody's listening to this, and then it's just one lonely guy pressing play.
Let's go.
All right, with no further ado, 3, 2, 1, play.
Voice. Comics.
The early Marvel intro screen.
Yes. Classic, though.
Much different than it is now.
Oh, very much.
Few comic scenes, then into blue light.
Yeah, into the Tesseract.
Wow.
The Space Stone.
Yes.
We didn't know it was the Space Stone yet.
No, we did not.
And this was a Paramount film. How about that?
was.
This is before Disney actually owned the MCU.
Shockingly. 100 years. But, did you say May 4th was the release date of this?
Mm-hmm.
So Stars Day?
Yeah.
Marvel was like, we're giving you Avengers on Star Wars Day.
And then Disney got Stars.
Yeah.
They were seeing the future. Paramount saw the future. One day we won't own this. A mouse will.
That's what Star Wars.
I'm gonna own everybody's ass.
Which one did they own first?
I'm not sure. Well, wait. 2012 we said is when they bought Star Wars, so I guess they own Star Wars first.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
2012.
Interesting.
But I wonder if this was like a joint release or something, because I swear Disney had it by this point.
Maybe.
They could have had like some kind of joint arrangement because Paramount had the rights and they bought it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Paramount was still distributing it or whatever.
Wait, I have multiple devices with me.
Well, I know, but I mean, people can look elsewhere for that. We're supposed to give them our brand of entertainment here.
I give you random facts that I Google.
Did you see all those satellite dishes?
No, I did not.
My dad used to always get on me because that's a satellite dish. The satellite is the thing that flies up. And if we talk about my friend, oh, they got satellite. Nope, that's a dish. The satellite's thing up in the sky.
Nice.
Why they need so many?
This reminds me of playing
A lot of reasons, probably.
Lego Marvel Avengers 2. Is that what we played on your channel?
Maybe.
Colson!
Which was the good one? Which one was
I think it's like
Shut up!
Avengers. I don't think it's Avengers 2. I think
We
it's
don't
Avengers.
acknowledge that universe.
Yeah, and it's Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 that absolutely sucks because you can't finish it.
Yeah,
Because they decided-
at least on the Switch.
They decided to release a
Why
game
not?
that you couldn't
Because
save.
they killed your favorite character.
We like him.
Here's my thing, though. Like I was telling you earlier, I don't even think I don't know how many people liked Coulson before. This movie made people like Coulson. To me, he was kind of a nerdy, annoying character in the early films.
Well, here's a fun fact. I don't recall him in anything I saw prior to seeing the promo to Agents of
S.H.I.E.L.D. And the character got a lot cooler, don't get me wrong, especially in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where they could flesh out his character more. But early on, I just found him annoying, like Iron Man.
I saw the promo for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to see more of him. I watched Avengers, and then I went back and saw, like, Iron Man 2 and Thor and stuff like that. So I was seeing him after having already seen this stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of Iron Man is annoying, but Iron Man is an overrated movie. I'm not going to lie. Iron Man is overrated. I'm glad it spawned the MCU, but the best part of Iron Man is the end of it when Nick Fury shows up. It's a decent movie. It's not a bad movie by any means, but it's nowhere near the cream of the crop when it comes to Marvel movies.
He builds a suit in a cave.
They would progress much further beyond that movie.
Iron Man was great. No, I'm saying the character. It's been a while since I saw
Iron Man is my favorite.
I mean, he's kind of a dickhead.
The tiniest person on this podcast, he doesn't believe that Iron Man died.
Yeah, I mean, if you like dickheads. I mean, I got nothing wrong with a dickhead, but...
According to this, Disney bought Marvel in 2009. Literally the very end, on December 31st.
Okay, so they actually owned it, or they didn't buy Marvel, they bought the rights to the cinematic universe. They don't own Marvel Comics, I don't believe.
I thought they owned all of Marvel.
I thought Marvel Comics was a separate thing. I may be mistaken.
Well, this does say Marvel Studios.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Marvel Studios and Marvel Television.
Yeah, they don't own the comics imprint. Or they may by now, but... Hawkeye, at the time of this movie, Hawkeye was my favorite Avenger.
Yeah. A lot of people like to hate him.
But, I know, but screw that.
Okay, I can't 100% say this because I'm kind of neutral to Hawkeye, but my experience with other people, it tends to be either you love Hawkeye or you hate him.
Honestly, one thing, you gotta freaking respect Hawkeye for doing a bunch of work. Right next to these, like, gods. And he's still putting in, like, the same amount of work.
True.
Very quickly, Cap would usurp him as my favorite Avenger because I really related to his feelings of being sort of a man out of time and not really fitting in with his current situation, but still having that strong moral compass.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is on display in this movie. And then, of course, Winter Soldier is one of the first Marvel movies I saw, too, so it just built into that. But, yeah, I still am a big Hawkeye fan, but at this point, Hawkeye was my favorite.
Nice.
Look, we're in What If? Captain Carter's fixing to come out of the hole, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So we're actually... Go ahead.
I was going to say, from what I can find, Disney does technically own the comics, and they did purchase it in 2009, along with everything else.
I did not realize Disney owned the comics imprint. I thought that was...
According to this, Marvel Comics is the brand name and primary imprint of Marvel Worldwide Incorporated, which Disney acquired Marvel Entertainment, which is the parent company of Marvel Worldwide.
Did you get this off of Wikipedia?
Yes, and off of multiple other sources.
That was a Pennywise face if I've ever seen one.
Lol.
That was totally evil clown. Which I guess could also be a Joker face.
Look, it's Loki.
That's right. They got NASA.
Oh yeah, it is.
How did Loki even end up coming through that portal? Was that ever properly explained? Because last time we saw him, he was falling off the end of the Rainbow Bridge.
He's Loki and Tom Hiddleston. I don't need an explanation.
And that's not a euphemism for being gay and switching over and you know, having some straight sex. I mean, literally, he was falling off the Rainbow Bridge.
I guess it happened to end up in the portal.
Remember the
Wait.
Go ahead.
I said bisexual king. I don't know if I should have. Just bisexual gender fluid icon.
Bisexual ruler?
Yep, that works. To be fair, I think he's referred to himself as king, so.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hawkeye's gonna get brainwashed.
Actually, I think pronouns were discussed between him and Iron Man. And
I thought you were about to say between him and I'm like, what the fuck did you ever talk to Loki? You did not talk. This is one of your fanfics?
I mean.
No, she only likes My Little Pony fanfics, then gives up like 2
That
days.
is not true. You know I have a Marvel fanfic, and you know Loki's on my list.
You know, I think this movie may have actually contributed to me not liking Hawkeye as much either, since he's on Loki's side through half the film.
Yeah.
This may have actually been the transition where I'm like, Cap's pretty cool.
Nice.
Actually, to be fair, I may have seen Winter Soldier before I actually saw Avengers.
Maybe. Because I don't remember.
I saw Iron Man. I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it once it came out on home video that year. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't see any of the Marvel films until you really got into them. So I think we might have actually seen The Dark World and Winter Soldier before we actually saw Avengers. You had seen Avengers, but I saw Avengers later.
Yes. Because... Okay, Iron Man was the first film, of course. But then the next one I saw was Avengers.
Was Iron Man 2 second, or was first Avengers second?
I don't remember. I think
That's a movie.
Iron Man 2 was first.
Okay. It was second.
Yeah. Before
First Avengers is a movie that really holds up. And it's one, too, that I just dismissed at the time. Like, Captain America's kind of dorky. And it takes place in the 40s. Like, I don't want to see that nonsense. But that movie holds up.
I mean, he is, but
he isn't.
The comics version of him is. I don't think the MCU version of him is.
Okay, but Bucky's little thing about...
What? Bucky's little thing. Listen to you. This is not what we're talking about.
I was saying Bucky's little thing about The Hobbit and Falcon and Winter Soldier, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I had to say. Yes, he did.
Oh, Hawkeye just killed Nick Fury.
I
guess this is when he becomes a Skrull.
I was gonna say, I think Nick Fury's been dead
Nick Fury
like 10
dies
times
here,
now.
and Talos takes over for him. Confirmed.
But then who's on the space station?
We don't... yeah?
Look,
It's
Nick
a projection.
Fury's died about 10 times, okay?
Another Skrull that decided to look like old man Nick Fury.
He dies again later on.
Sure, why not?
And again. Anyway, I was trying to say, I think it was Iron Man 2, not necessarily in this exact order, but I think it was Iron Man 2, First Avenger / Captain America, and Thor before this movie came out.
And then Iron Man 3 came out like right after this,
Yeah.
I think.
And then we started getting more. And then we got the second Thor and second Cap, I believe.
Okay, we were talking about Skrulls. There's Maria Hill. There's a lot of theories that Maria Hill has never been a real person, that she's been a Skrull this whole time, because we never started seeing her until, timeline-wise, post Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And of course, we know at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, she's being impersonated by a Skrull.
Uh-huh.
What is a Skrull?
They're...
shape-changing aliens.
well, they're aliens to Earth, I mean.
Yes, but
They're another race of beings from
she gets the concept.
other systems and planets.
He
They're
had to
alien
simplify
Earth.
his explanation.
They came to Earth during Captain Marvel.
I have a question. What if...
Casey's all ready for Secret Invasion.
I was gonna say, what if, either at this point or later
Is that a
on,
new movie
a
coming
Skrull
out?
was impersonating
Series.
Coulson?
What if everyone's
I mean,
a
I would
Skrull?
have to assume that Coulson was the one to actually die, but what if there's still a Skrull out there impersonating him? We could
What if
still
it
get
was a
some
Skrull
chocolate.
impersonating him when he died? That would have been an easy way. That'd be an easy way to bring him back.
Exactly.
Either way, really, because I mean, it could be a Skrull
Wait,
impersonating
but don't
him.
they change back when they die?
That's what I was saying. That if that's
Do
the
they?
case, I would assume that
I
it
love
was
the
actually
I don't
him who
remember.
died. Though technically,
Maybe they don't. Just because we've seen that happen, that doesn't mean they necessarily have to. Maybe the one we saw die was like, I just want to change back when I die.
Nah.
I want you guys to know it was me.
Lol. But I'll accept in either form, whether it's the actual him or a Skrull impersonating him. I will accept Clark Gregg back in the MCU as Coulson. I won't accept him back in any other way.
Have we
I'll fully
heard-
support it, but I won't accept
Isn't he
it.
supposed to be doing something in one of the movies?
I don't.
I thought I heard Coulson was coming back.
I do not know. I was gonna say. I was gonna say when's the next Captain Marvel set, but then I remember that has to be current timeline because it's going to
It's
include
the Marvels.
Yeah. That could be fun if he comes back though. I like him.
But it's like literally anyone could be a Skrull.
So I say to me though, this is the movie that made people love Coulson, and then they killed him. We're gonna make you love him, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, who says Tony Stark wasn't a Skrull?
I mean, they could really undo anything they've done with that logic.
Who says Loki wasn't a Skrull?
Oh, dear
Maybe Thanos was a Skrull.
Oh dear God! This goes through all of this. No, I feel like they'd have to draw a line somewhere because at some point it would just get too ridiculous, you know.
Mysterio, actually a Skrull.
Maybe that's why Thanos was so much stronger in Endgame.
We don't need a whole the actually Hydra thing again, please.
I mean, that's kind of what we're going for with Secret Invasion. I mean, they're not
Kinda,
necessarily.
yeah.
I don't think they're going to be evil like they are in the comics.
I don't know.
Maybe some of them will be and some of them won't be. I don't think it's going to be all bad Skrulls, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're going toward.
Like they did it. It was good and whatnot, but I remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, oh, everybody's freaking Hydra except for like those four over there. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like turn after turn after turn. It's like great.
But
great,
what does it?
trust
But what
nobody.
does it matter? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The
isn't canon anymore.
Avengers.
The Avengers on screen now. It's gonna. I'm gonna say when it goes off. That's your next cue to line up, and it's still there. Gone. I was a little late on that. Sorry. We should be close.
Look, if there's a train
I'm
going by
saying we're close.
your screen, it's
We're
close
panning
enough.
away from the train.
Yes.
Wall. Train is gone. We're in a warehouse, an old abandoned warehouse.
Black Widow's about to show up.
Oh, I love the scene with Black Widow.
Yes.
She's awesome in this scene.
Yes.
She kicks ass.
What movie
Isn't
was
she on
not
the
that
phone
great?
with Coulson?
Mm-hmm. In a minute, not at the moment.
What did you say, Gaba?
Her movie was not that great.
It wasn't spectacular. It was fine.
That's what I expected from Black Widow.
Definitely wanted the lower.
It was
movies.
like G.I. Joe 3.
It wasn't great, but I'm also not a big Black Widow fan, so...
Really?
I like her, but
I
I'm
like
not...
Black Widow a lot.
I'm
I like
not-
MCU Black Widow. I'm not familiar with her beyond that.
Yeah, no, she's great. I like her just enough, but yeah, I'm sorry. She doesn't rank high. I've realized that none of the female Avengers rank high for me.
You're not a Captain Marvel fan?
No, I'd rank her below Black Widow and Wanda.
I kind of fell in love with her when we saw that movie. She was awesome. Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. She was.
She goes
special.
lower than those two. Now between Wanda and Black Widow,
Have we
I'm
done
not
a Captain
100
Marvel commentary
I don't
yet?
know.
We need
but
to.
I'm not 100% sure which one I'd go with from there.
I wouldn't put Captain Marvel top tier, but I would put it like second tier.
I need to find a rating thing for the Avengers.
Like to me, I'm just talking about the movie itself, not the character. That'd be a little tough. Like I don't like to necessarily rank 1 through 10 or whatever. I like to do it in tiers.
Yeah.
When I have a group of stuff I really like to rank, and so like.
Unfortunately, see, I didn't ever made a character like how I like the characters list. I made a list of what order I would like to do them. That's how that went.
So Cap's number 1 on everybody's list, right?
No.
That's just me.
Oh, wait. That list wasn't just Avengers as in the heroes. It was just Avengers characters. I need to clarify that because Loki was definitely on that list. I think Bucky was near the top in general, though.
If I say anything that's not a joke, I'm going to sound sexist, so I'm just going to move on from there. Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah.
I just you heard what I just said. Captain Marvel would probably be number 1 for me.
I just need to know. Is it a problem if Peter Parker is relatively high on the list? Because he's technically a teenager.
Well, but what?
What age is teenager?
Yeah.
He was like 16, 17.
And I mean, Tom Holland's probably like 42.
Oh, yeah, he's 25.
So.
25, 26.
I always forget that he's British.
Same.
He's too good at being American.
Yeah. Tom Hiddleston is British, but that's an easy one to remember. Because
he's so British as Loki.
Pretty much.
He's
Plus.
Well, I was gonna say he's Asgardian, but technically he's Frost Giant. What's the Frost Giant planet?
Jotunheim? Something like that?
Sure. He's Jotunheimish.
I probably failed. Okay, it's been
Look at that Frankensteiner.
But I was going to say, but also I watch a lot of like the press tours and stuff like that in between the movies and whatever, and he is very British.
So he actually, his accent's actually heavier than, well, I've seen him.
Well, it's not even just accent, but his personality. He's just a very British person.
But I've seen him do like, interviews and stuff around the movies. That's pretty much his normal. It's pretty much his Loki voice is pretty much his normal voice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say I love some of the stuff that they do, like just because the cast people interacting.
No, I was just gonna. But I mean, some people, even if they have an accent and a role they're playing requires a similar accent, they might still, or allows for an accent like that, they still might modify it somewhat. Like I know Michael Gambon is. Well, I think Michael Gambon is Dumbledore pretty much. I think he modified his voice. I know like. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, he tried to make his voice sound more like Alec Guinness's voice, even though he's Scottish. Alec Guinness is British as far as I know. Well, I guess Scottish is British.
No.
Well, yeah, Britain is. Well, no, yeah, Great Britain.
Yeah, British usually refers to England, though, even though technically that's just English.
Yeah, but Great Britain is
it does include
Scotland
Scottish,
and England,
yes.
and then
Scotland,
the United Kingdom includes Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
He's English. Alec Guinness is English, I think.
I'm pretty sure I just realized... He
might be fucking Welsh, though, so I apologize if I'm wrong about that.
I'm pretty sure I just realized that I've only ever heard people from England referred to as British, even though on a technicality, Britain is more than just England.
It is Britain, but Great Britain...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It includes the other two countries, I believe. I apologize if I'm wrong, but that's how I learned it.
Wolf Black Widow is a squall.
Anyway, Alec Guinness played Obi-Wan in the original Star Wars trilogy. You know who else he played?
Who?
Jacob Marley in Scrooge.
Interesting.
The musical that I showed y'all at Christmas time. Yeah, that was Alec Guinness.
Good. That was a shocker to him.
Well,
he was very surprised.
All right, John. Now you're just putting on.
Cut the act, bro. Pick him up.
Is he asking to be picked up?
No, but I feel like that'll kind of get him basement. Okay,
I like the artwork on the
yes.
behind banner there.
Yeah.
See?
Sets-
On the tapestry?
Oh, the
Look at that.
locations, sets, etc. They're always done really nice in these movies, I think.
I don't know where they're supposed to be at this part.
I don't know either.
And
But I don't think
it may be a fictional country, but I'm sure it is at least set in a region of the world.
Yeah,
But I don't know where the artwork's from, but I like it.
same.
I don't think the question is who is a Skrull. I think the question is who isn't a Skrull.
Oh, I like the shot. You can see it
Oh,
reflecting
yeah.
behind him.
That's nice.
It's like, I don't know if powers we know.
I
It's not.
like
How do we feel about Mark Ruffalo taking over as Banner in this? Because it was Edward Norton in the official
He's
movie.
the only
I know,
one I
seen the
know, so
official-
I
And
have
Edward
no
Norton,
feeling.
and Edward Norton's a fantastic actor. I've never seen the Hulk movie.
Me
Seen the
neither.
Canon Hulk movie.
And I really like Mark Ruffalo as
Yeah.
Hulk. So.
I do too, because that's who I'm used
Well,
to. But
you know.
Edward Norton may have been great
Yeah.
as well. I don't know the details on why they changed or anything. But
Mark Ruffalo seems very nerdy.
Yes.
are you saying Dr. Banner has to be a nerd? Just because you're smart, you have to be a nerd?
No, because he
I
is.
did think that makes a very nice thing, but the kind of Banner and Hulk.
I don't know.
I love him, and I
know
love
that's-
him with Iron Man.
I don't know that
stuff.
that's canon to him as a character from the comics. I mean, I never really read much.
I don't know either, but
comics.
my Bruce Banner is a freaking nerd, so.
I remember the TV show. He was. I don't think it was Bruce Banner in the TV show. I think it wasn't he Bill Banner in the TV show?
I have absolutely no idea. I was looking forward to She-Hulk.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough to be like I'm super excited for it or like, oh god, that looks awful. Like Moon Knight is I'll reserve complete judgment until it's finished. At the point that we're recording this, we haven't seen the last episode yet. Yeah, but to me Moon Knight is just as bad as I thought it was going to be, but for entirely different reasons. So let's wait and see how it all wraps up. Maybe it'll come together in the end, but I'm not blown away by it. I mean, I'll say Oscar Isaacs is better than I expect him to be because I'm not an Oscar Isaacs fan. I think he's been pretty lousy in everything I've seen him in so far.
Damn.
He's been pretty damn good, but just the overall, it's disjointed and sort of up and down, and I'm not sure that they really had the time or the canvas to paint the sort of picture they wanted to with this series.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm intrigued, but not blown away. And so, like I say, it's pretty much as bad as I expected it to be, but for different reasons. And like
Yeah.
She-Hulk, I don't have much like it looks like, oh, this could be interesting. Let me see a little more, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm going to check it out at the very least because it's a Marvel series. Even though Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon anymore, and I'm still salty about that.
I like Moon Knight, but my few problems is first, it feels very short. It's only like 6 episodes.
All of them have
Your
only
cat
been 6
apparently has an
episodes.
opinion about Moon Knight.
Apparently.
And
I
second
don't know if
off,
she picked up on the mic or not. You leaving?
I'm just gonna go get her.
we haven't seen actual Moon Knight since like episode 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great.
Moon Knight spoilers.
Oh, come on. By the time this comes out, the series is going to be done.
I mean, yeah. I know people who still haven't watched the other series.
Oh,
though.
sorry
That's
guys.
their fault, not ours.
Sorry guys, Black Widow and Iron Man died. Spoilers.
Should we have done spoilers for Avengers?
No.
10 years in?
Spoilers, Captain America
my
gets
boy!
Yeah. I like Cap.
Look at him working that bag.
He's a dad.
old. It's like, do you know how many
Not in the
spoilers you want?
sexual way. Like, that's just his vibes. He has dad vibes.
Daddy Cap?
Dad, not daddy.
Daddy Cap.
Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised going back and watching First Avenger how well it holds up. Like, that was the one I was like, this is going to be boring, but it's still really good.
It is. Oh, really good.
He's
Bye punching
strong.
bag.
Yes. Very strong.
I've always wondered too how much he has to work. He's got the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
So how much does he could just be blowing off steam here or whatever. That's fine. I'm not saying like he shouldn't be punching anything, but I mean, how much do his workouts actually matter to him? Does he still need to maintain that body, or does the serum do it? And is there
I
any
feel like
point
the
in him
serum
actually working
soda
out?
does it.
I've always been curious about that. Like, does he need to work out to stay in shape?
I don't think he needs to work out for the most part. And
Could he like
just
just go on a junk food bender and it not affect him at all?
I would assume if he just sat around only eating junk food for like a couple months, that would affect him. But I think for the most part, he doesn't need to work out.
What's Cap's junk food of choice?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking he's a Crunch Bar guy.
The Crunch
Think
Bar?
like Crunch Bar and a glass of milk. That's his go-to.
I was thinking something classic.
Crunch Bar's classic.
How old is Crunch Bar?
Way older than us. And I'm fucking 42, so... God damn, I'm old.
You're not that old. If anybody was curious,
I'm
Johnny
older than
Depp
I
is
feel.
58. That's what Google's telling me immediately as I'm typing.
And Johnny Depp is the Crunch Bar?
I was in the middle of typing it and it recommended that to me.
The Crunch Bar and Johnny Depp both spontaneously came into existence at the same time.
Yo.
It's this weird miracle that nobody can explain.
Okay, guys. The Crunch Bar was released in a place in New York in 1938.
There you go.
Cap would have been 18, I just want to say.
Perfect.
Right before the war.
I mean, most of the candy bars were. I mean, I'm
He
sure.
likes hot dogs.
Does
I remember that, yeah.
Okay.
Him and Bucky would get.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, who's not a vegetarian? And vegetarians probably like veggie dogs.
Well,
My only issue with veggie dogs is like they get
They're
mushy
big.
really easily.
I
If you cook them the right amount, they're really good with some onions and
It's
ketchup
the
and
Iron
mustard.
Man.
that it is.
But it's really easy to overcook them, and the ones I've had at least you can't grill. So
This
It's
is
the
kinda
best
soft.
Avenger.
the worst Avenger.
The best Avenger. He's the
Captain
leader
America,
of the
the first
Avenger.
Avenger. Iron Man, the worst Avenger. I'm sorry, Iron Man's a dick.
Okay, but that scene in Endgame.
Look, I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. was perfect casting because they
Yes.
wanted Iron Man to be a dick, or he's just a dick because Robert Downey Jr. is a dick. But
From
either
my
way,
experience
that's the way it works
of
out.
the whole 2 comics with him I've read, a perfect casting. And
See, this is the interesting thing too. Is like when I was a kid. I mean, I had an Iron Man figure, but I thought Iron Man was kind of dorky. I had a Captain America figure, and I thought Captain America was dorky.
he's iconic.
Spider-Man, no. Spider-Man was cool. The X-Men
Iron
were
Man
really
very
cool.
much not dorky.
New Warriors was my favorite comic book when I was a kid. The Punisher was my favorite comic book character when I was a kid. But yeah, Captain America and Iron Man, they were like dorky. Thor was pretty dorky too, to be honest. I wasn't a big Hulk fan either.
I think
All the Avengers are
Most of the Avengers
dorky.
are pretty dorky in the comics. And that's one of the things the MCU has done so well is make these characters really cool.
Coulson.
It's
But
like
I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is just some of the best casting.
he may be a
Interesting.
sarcastic asshole.
I mean,
Wow.
he's charming to a degree, but yeah, he's just kind of a dick.
But he's funny.
And I think that's just Robert Downey Jr. So I don't know if they just wanted Iron Man or Tony Stark to be
I think
that
that's
way,
a Tony Stark.
or if they just, or he just became that way because they cast Robert Downey Jr. Wasn't there somebody else considered? Was it Depp? Maybe there was. I think there was somebody else who was in the running to be
Maybe.
I don't
Tony
know.
Stark, as I recall.
Robert Downey Jr., perfect casting. Tom Hiddleston, perfect casting.
They all seem like perfect casting now. 'Cause
Well,
we've
no,
seen them do it,
yeah.
they've done it well, but there could have been other people who would have been
I'm
just
trying
as
to think.
good.
That was one of absolutely perfect. I don't remember. And I've heard people say what's his name for Wolverine is really good, but I've never seen anything to do.
Yeah, I mean, for
Wolverine.
the Fox X-Men movies, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, of course, he probably wouldn't play him now unless you wanted Old Man Logan like they already did. But
So I'm just gonna sit here
Hugh
casually
Jackman's pretty
ranking
damn good as Wolverine.
250 plus characters from the MCU.
Either share that with the class or put it away.
I
for
will
now.
share it. The tier list thing goes from S down to F, and then the last one is literally who. And the first person I've got to rank is the Abomination. Great. I've got no opinion on them.
But I mean, at the same time, too, are we ranking the comic versions or are we ranking
MCU.
the
It's
version?
specifically
I
MCU.
miss Jarvis.
Is Abomination even
But
in MCU?
that's what I'm going to say.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's not.
That's what's his name, isn't it?
It's the guy in Hulk.
It's Tim Roth, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to say
And
that
also you appeared
they
in
are
Shang-Chi,
including.
remember?
Yeah.
They are including. It appears to be some What If as well. So
But I miss Jarvis. It's like I know Jarvis's vision, kind
Okay,
of, but...
here we go. I got something for y'all really quickly.
Okay.
Your list is too fucking long.
fact.
This is from Screen
Next
Rant.
one is Agatha.
This is from ScreenRant.com. MCU, 6 actors considered to play Iron Man and 6 for Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go down this list and we'll see what we think. Unless you want to wax philosophical over Coulson here.
You're good.
Alright,
What was his pin there?
what?
I said, what was his pin number there?
I wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry. I had a list.
So 1, a 6, a 5, and he clicked a 4.
So I guess it was 1654.
Well, no, because I didn't see exactly.
6514, 6154, 4615. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
look at all that
Yes.
holographic stuff.
Imagine having to edit
Thor
that
Odin's
into the
son.
movie. So
I mean,
consistent.
this is probably not one of the more difficult.
Oh yeah,
CGIs
no.
they had to
Considering
do.
all the things they do,
I
definitely
couldn't
not.
do it right now, having no training.
Yeah,
but
I definitely couldn't
Somebody
do it,
trained
but
to
it's
do that probably didn't have that much
relatively
trouble with
easy.
that particular scene.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the others required a lot more.
I'm just thinking though, like just little things.
I don't want to diminish the impact of anybody's contribution to the movie. But
Being awkward.
as far as the CGI goes, I don't think that's at the top of the list of the most onerous scenes to conduct.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright, so anyway, Iron Man, Timothy Olyphant.
who?
Where you at?
He played the Marshal in Mandalorian
Ah.
and Book of Boba Fett. I've heard he's kind of a dickhead too in real life, so that probably would have made sense. Captain America, Garrett Hedlund.
Who?
Remember the young dude in the Tron part of Kingdom Hearts you were watching? Sam or whatever?
Yes.
That's him.
Alright. So the young dude from Tron Legacy.
Sam Rockwell for Iron Man. Now that's interesting because he's actually in Iron Man 3 as Justin, or Iron Man 2 as Justin Hammer.
Interesting.
Sam Rockwell's a good actor. I wouldn't see him as Iron Man, but I'm trying to speak loudly because Casey's back there making a lot of noise with Johnny, and I apologize to the listeners for that.
She is quite loud.
Captain America, Sebastian Stan.
Interesting.
Could not see it.
I wouldn't see that.
I think I remember that, but
Apparently, the role of Tony Stark was initially offered to Hugh Jackman.
yeah. Interesting.
No. I only know him as Wolverine.
I mean, I could. He would be different than Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think he may not be. Again, I'm not super familiar with Tony Stark from the comic books. I knew Iron Man as a superhero, but I'm not even that familiar with Iron Man.
Yeah.
So he may have been good, he may have been bad. I'm not sure. I do love Coulson fanboying out over Cap here.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't know him as like anything other than Wolverine, but I can't see it.
Didn't he play Ringling Brother or Barnum or Bailey in The Greatest Show on Earth?
Who? What?
One of the circus folks.
Mm.
That's what that movie's about. It's about Ringling Brothers Circus or Barnum and Bailey.
I don't even know what that movie is.
Well, the Ringling Brothers were some brothers who started a circus, and Barnum and Bailey were two dudes who had a circus, and eventually they joined up together, and he played one of them, at least a fictionalized version of one of them.
Nice.
Chris Pratt was apparently considered for Captain America. That would have been absolutely horrible.
No. I'll
He
take
can
Chris.
stay-
That would have sunk the MCU right there.
Yeah, he can stay as Star-Lord, and
He's
I
fine as
literally don't
Star-Lord,
need
yes.
him in any other role.
He can say Star-Lord and
Fine as Star-Lord.
Mario.
He would have
No.
been terrible. I'll reserve judgment.
Star-Lord
I'll
is
reserve
fine.
judgment.
I don't need
No,
anything
wait.
else.
Emmett? He's good as Emmett.
I guess.
Yeah.
What do you mean you guess? I'm not saying nobody else could play.
At the
but
end of the day, he's Chris Pratt.
he was more than fine as Emmett.
I'm not a Chris Pratt fan.
Okay, you watch Lego Movie and you're like, fuck Chris Pratt.
No.
he works perfectly.
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm worried about the Mario movie. It's like, I have not heard him.
I'm not a huge Chris Pratt fan either, but I think as Star-Lord and Emmett, he's great.
God, look at
But I'm worried about Mario.
God, look at the other there. I think that's an
That's
MCU
Power
creation.
Rangers,
I don't think it is. It's Power Rangers. You're absolutely right. Even Loki looks like he comes out of Power Rangers with that staff and that helmet. Come on, and just wears Rita Repulsa. Let's get the Power Rangers.
God.
No,
Loki.
Rita.
Loki X Rita Repulsa. My new ship.
Oh no.
Not
I
yet,
don't
Rita.
split this.
First we will enslave their minds, then they will be our puppets. Alright, let's move along. Okay, I don't know how anybody's going to feel about this, but I'm just going to say it. Iron Man. They said he was considered. They didn't necessarily say it was offered to him. Mm-hmm. But Nicolas Cage.
Oh. I'm all for Nicolas Cage, but I'm not sure that would have been the right role.
That would have been hilarious.
I'm more
Not
of a person
necessarily
protector
good.
than an Avenger.
I don't think we'd be where we are now.
I mean, look, Nick Cage is a really good actor. I know he can go over the top and be ridiculous, but I mean, you watch him as something like Leaving Las Vegas, Nick Cage is a fantastic actor.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know that he would have fit in as Tony Stark. But at the same time, I could see it. He could totally have been Tony Stark.
No.
No, that would have... I might actually like Iron Man if Nicolas Cage had been Tony Stark.
Oh gosh.
That would have been hilarious, but I don't think it'd be as good.
There's an actor named Scott Eastwood who was considered for Captain America, and he kind of looks like a young Cap. I don't know him from anything. And apparently he's in Suicide Squad, the original Suicide Squad with Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who he played. This picture here is not from Suicide Squad, I don't believe, so...
I do not know.
Oh, he's Clint Eastwood's son.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting.
Coulson!
Apparently Leonardo DiCaprio was considered as Tony
I think
Stark.
I've heard of that. Would have been
maybe that is what I had heard. I think he could have pulled it off. It'd be different.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
It'd
be the same
definitely
as
be
Robert
different.
Downey Jr.'s interpretation of it.
I think they nailed it with Robert Downey.
But I think DiCaprio is one who could have pulled it off.
Probably.
It would have been different, but I don't think it would have been like casting Chris Pratt as Captain America. Channing Tatum was considered for Captain America.
Oh God.
I mean, I
could
kind of
see
see it, but I don't think he has the gravitas that Chris
That's
Evans
who's
brings to the
supposedly
role.
cast as Ken in the upcoming Barbie movie.
Yeah, because Ken and Captain America are the same.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they're surprisingly similar.
I mean,
Just one is dumber.
they're both your classic.
I don't hate Channing Tatum. I don't think he's a
a.
bad actor, but I don't think he wouldn't have brought the same thing to the role that Chris. He would be my favorite MCU character if Channing Tatum had played him. That's for sure. Tom Cruise is Iron Man.
Okay.
You know what? I could see it totally. I know people have their issues with Tom Cruise and especially his personal life, but I mean, as an actor, I could tell he could totally have been. It wouldn't have been exactly Downey Jr.'s presentation, but it wouldn't have been that far off. If you wanted a Downey Jr. type, but not Downey Jr., I think Tom Cruise could have pulled that off. Mm-hmm. I mean, he might have needed lifts in his costume because he's a little tiny fellow. Other than that. And John Krasinski was considered as Captain America. I don't know if he's from The Office.
Yeah.
He played Jim. I mean, I don't know. Again, he would have. He's a little too goofy to me to be Cap the way he's portrayed in this because Cap's the straight man in these movies. You know, he's not the goofy guy.
Yeah.
Straight man. I don't. In a comedy duo, you have the guy who's like sitting on top, and you have the guy who's.
I understood.
Who's got that dry sort of.
So to be fair, he is probably the straightest Avenger.
But I don't mean in that context at all. Either drug use or sexual orientation. I mean in a comedy
listing
duo.
the Avengers.
Do you really need us to?
I think Hawkeye might be the straightest Avenger.
Hawkeye's one of them. Him and Cap for sure.
I mean,
I don't know.
Look at Cap and Bucky and tell me they're not.
We don't know much
something.
of Hawkeye's backstory.
Okay, yeah, we don't know much, but based off what we do know,
I feel like
that would be my guess.
We have seen way more of Cap's life than we've seen of Hawkeye's because
Definitely.
Cap was frozen for 40 years.
Yeah.
So we missed a lot. So he missed a lot of it. We didn't. I mean, ice.
Yeah.
That's all you get there.
I'm just saying, look.
Bucky, there's a little
drink.
something.
Yeah,
there.
look at Cap and Bucky.
He was,
Tell me
he
there's not a
was
little something.
literally potentially looking for dudes on a dating app, so
Literally.
there's a little something to Bucky. Bucky we know.
With Cap and
is
Bucky.
not
Wonder
the
Woman's
way.
jet! Oh my god, Wonder Woman MCU crossover.
That's the friend that Nick Fury got that other jet from. It wasn't Coulson. He's just getting all his tech from Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Where did Wonder Woman even get her invisible jet?
Wait, what was the bet they made?
Oh.
I don't remember.
I really should have been paying more attention to the movie.
Probably.
I know when Wonder Woman was 84. Was it that she got the jet or was it? No, original.
Also, did anybody else notice Cap's pants?
Did she have
They
the
were not
invisible jet in
ridiculous.
84, the original?
Couldn't see. Did they show off his
in the
ass?
movie versions, I think no, it's in '84 because she sits there and she puts her hands on it and turns it invisible. She's like, my dad Zeus used to wait. Fuck, is her dad Zeus or Ares?
Jeez.
I swear she references Zeus.
I have no idea.
Well, it doesn't matter now, but she makes some reference to one of the gods. Like, yeah, they could do this. I've always tried but couldn't do it, and then she turns invisible. So
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah, I
it
don't-
that
I
was
don't-
in 84 though?
I don't know how long she has it in the comics.
Doesn't she also like fly later on in that movie or something?
I don't remember.
Wonder
I mean,
Woman 84 is weird.
To be honest with you, I liked Wonder Woman 84 better than I liked the original Wonder Woman. Both of them were, imperfect, which is a shame because Wonder Woman was the absolute best part of Batman v Superman. But
Zack Snyder's Justice League was pretty good.
Zack Snyder's Justice League was awesome. I really, really enjoyed that. So I wish he'd get to do some more in the DCEU. Speaking of, we saw the Batman recently.
Yeah,
Honestly, probably my favorite cinematic Batman.
it was pretty good.
And I mean,
It was good.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a kid who grew up on the '89 Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman, and I still enjoyed the heck out of that.
Yeah.
But I really I thought the ending was a little anticlimactic and almost felt more like this is the 3-hour TV movie that sets up the series, you know?
Yeah.
But beyond that, I really enjoyed the Batman. I thought it was really, really well done. And I thought Pattinson was a perfectly serviceable Bruce Wayne / Batman, especially since he was playing him sort of at the genesis of his vigilanteism.
Yeah.
I thumbs up for the Batman. I thought
But
it was
how do you
really
feel
good.
about the Dark Knight movies?
They're okay. I mean, obviously the Heath Ledger movie is really good, but more for his performance than anything else. I've never seen Batman Begins, and The Dark Knight Rises is kind of silly. Pretty much the way everybody else feels about them, except I don't think they're the end-all, be-all of Batman movies.
Lol. I'm just kind of picking through this list because, yes, this list is very long. I'm just trying to pick out a few now.
I don't think I've ever even seen a Superman movie.
You've seen Batman v Superman.
That's not a Superman movie.
Though.
But it is. It's the sequel to the first DCEU Superman. It's the sequel to Man of Steel. It absolutely is a Superman movie.
No, that's a Batman movie.
No, it's not. It's a Superman movie.
That's Batman v Superman.
It's a Superman movie featuring Batman.
No, that's a crossover movie between Batman and Superman.
It's the sequel to Man of Steel.
Other than
No,
Batman v Superman, I haven't seen one. I haven't seen
sequel in the same way that this is a sequel to Iron
I've seen
Man
at least
stuff.
at least a couple of the Christopher Reeves Superman movies, but not since I was very young.
Batman v Superman is a sequel to Man of Steel in the same way there's a sequel to
The main thing I remember about the Christopher Reeves Superman movies is a kid falling over Niagara Falls and Superman flying down to catch him, and him flying around the world backwards to make it spin backwards so we could turn back time so we could bring Lois Lane back to life.
That's so dumb.
That's about all I remember from the Christopher Reeves. Because I saw him when I was little. I should probably watch them again, to be honest with you. But
Spoiler, that's not how
have so
time
much time.
works.
Lol.
yeah, because you're such an expert on time.
I'm pretty sure if you spin the Earth backwards, it won't turn back.
Have you ever
time.
tried it?
I know that.
Do you know that for a fact?
Theoretically, I can't test it out. But using science, it doesn't work that way.
This is kind of gruesome. Just taking an eyeball.
Yeah.
Reminds me of what happens to Johnny Depp in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Okay.
It's a Robert Rodriguez movie. It's the
have not
sequel
seen it.
to Desperado, which is itself the sequel / reboot of El Mariachi, which was the film he made for $7,000, half of which he got from participating in a medical study.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it before.
This is
Probably during the Shark Boy and Lava Girl episode.
probably.
So was the suit just an illusion?
I
Yes.
guess.
This suit an illusion?
All of the above.
Magic.
But the staff is real.
Yes.
So where was it?
Here's a whole.
He was holding it. It was
like-
concealed, or was it like in a pocket dimension and he summoned it?
I think he had like a staff, but it wasn't the full spare staff thing or something. I don't know.
Dude, where are MythBusters when you need them? If you really shoot a space staff at a, will it flip? I have thought that recently though, especially watching Moon Knight. There were a couple scenes where I'm like, "Where's MythBusters when you need them?" There's like the scene where she threw like the explosive in the crate of bullets.
Yeah.
And there was something else that happened in, I don't think it was this past episode, I think it was the one before that I'm like, damn, I'd like to see MythBusters test that. We need the MythBusters back. And not the other two dudes, I'm sorry, but we need Adam and Jamie and
I completely forgot those other two dudes.
and Tori and Carrie. Unfortunately, Grant can't come back, obviously.
Very unfortunately.
There's nothing against those two dudes. I mean, they weren't my choice on the series. There were a couple people on the show I thought would have been better for the series.
But they're not Jamie and Adam.
Exactly. Or Tori or Carrie.
It's like it's like after a couple seasons of Phineas and Ferb, then they're like, oh hey, now these two new random kids.
Like even if Jamie and Adam didn't want to come back together and do it, if they could get like Tori and Carrie back together and a couple new people, that'd be cool. Just something with the genesis of the original, not the genesis, the DNA of the original series.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty good scene.
But in Phineas and Ferb, it's these two new kids with a pet. What's a red animal?
A sloth.
With the pet sloth.
It
Oh yeah,
is
that's a pet sloth. He doesn't do much.
Captain America.
Okay, I will admit the suit does get better in later movies.
Yes. Improved.
But this is still better than the original suit from the comics. I know there wasn't just one, but even the one I grew up with was still a little too on the nose. Like, oh, red, white, and blue.
I've seen a
He's
video
Captain America.
talking
Honestly, I know
about
his shield is iconic, but I prefer his shields in Infinity War. They're cooler.
You mean it? Yeah, the ones he gets from Wakanda.
Yeah.
I was gonna
They're cool.
say I saw a video on his and other people's costumes, suits, etc. You know, because in order to allow him to move, he has to wear a shirt and then a vest over it. But the vest is also designed to like cover up certain straps and stuff that he's got on. I've seen some videos breaking down that and how pretty much anytime you see them with a vest, it's hiding something.
Yeah. Iron Man.
Yeah.
Loki isn't that strong.
I mean, he's pretty strong.
Why are it taking 2 Avengers to stop him?
I mean, he's literally the villain of this movie, so I think it's going to take more than 2.
I mean,
he's the villain of Thor as well.
You know, I'm not even sure. I don't even understand
It's different when
Loki
he's
or his
grown up.
powers to a degree, because like he got his magic from Frigga.
Yes.
But he's not even really her son, so she had to be able to teach it to him.
Yes.
He's a frost giant.
I guess
he doesn't
directly
explain
anyone
those
can know
powers.
magic.
He should be, he's strong like an Asgardian, but he's not an Asgardian. I don't really even get his powers.
Yo, could you imagine?
In the MCU, at least. I'm not even talking about any other version of him or the actual Norse mythological being.
Can you imagine if more of these characters learn magic?
Oh, wow.
In theory, they
Look,
could.
I never noticed Cap's mask is actually like a hood.
I see that now.
That's
Interesting.
kind of cool.
I don't think it is in later films.
I need that Cap hoodie now.
Right.
I need a full Iron Man suit.
you actually went as Iron Man for Halloween.
Look at that suit.
cost
It's
a lot.
Remember
cool.
that?
No, that girl who does the
Kinda.
McDonald's stuff, she has a whole display Iron Man suit set up somewhere in the house.
But look at that freaking Iron
Like a
Man suit.
life-size one. That lights up and everything. It's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It's way cooler than Cap's.
Yeah, I like Loki here. You scared of lightning? I'm not awfully fond of what follows it.
I just love that whole thing.
Even though it follows that sort of cliched notion of okay, the heroes have to fight each other first, then they come together. I don't know.
It's amazing.
This one is really, really well done.
My favorite Avenger.
Still?
Yes.
Wait. After all this time.
Always.
Yeah, I'm screwed though, because Cap's out of the MCU.
Yeah.
The real life T'Challa is deceased, so I don't know what we're going to get in Black Panther now, and Hawkeye's pretty much retired, so
Yep.
my 3 favorite are gone.
Meanwhile, I'm over here.
I got nobody to hold on to.
Moon Knight's pretty cool.
I like.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't even.
What?
I like Thor and Bucky.
I mean, it's not my favorite.
He wasn't an Avenger, but I liked Loki. Unfortunately, he's
I like Vision.
dead.
Too bad he's dead.
Yeah, I
We
like
also have the Loki series, though, so.
I like
a lot of
Bucky.
other versions.
So is Vision coming
Bucky's
back?
great.
Like, what's
he's
his White
gonna,
Vision?
He's gonna come
dead.
back at some point. Let's be honest.
White Vision's had left and then wasn't seen.
I know. See, I originally thought that Mind Stone Fizz, whatever the other one was,
Yeah.
had destroyed the other. Or no, I thought he convinced the other Vision that the other Vision's mission was to destroy the Vision, but he is the Vision, so he destroyed himself. But y'all
Yeah.
said he actually flew away.
I don't know.
So I assume since he flew away, he's gonna come back.
It's possible.
We just see him leaving. We don't see what happens after that.
And at some point he's gonna, through some mystical, magical forces,
Be the Vision.
he's gonna be full on Fizz.
And he's gonna get a new paint job.
But it's not gonna be like his old paint job. It ain't gonna be like the green and yellow.
Lol.
That would be awful.
How did they even manage to freaking make a Vision as strong as there was no Vision? Like, they don't have the Mind Stone.
I have no
How did they even
idea.
do that? I didn't think it's be mass producing Visions.
Yep. In theory.
I mean, as much as you can.
Well, I mean, he wasn't just the Mind Stone. He was also Vibranium. He was
I know,
also AI.
But still, they made a Vision pretty much as strong as Vision without
Remember,
the Mind
he was a
Stone.
lot more than just a mind.
I don't think that he was as strong as the real Vision.
Probably not.
I don't know. He was at least around the strength of the
Speaking
WandaVision
of
Vision.
I just found him on the list I'm looking at.
Yeah, I assume Vision will come back. Actually, haven't I heard that Scarlet Witch is going to get a standalone movie?
I
Am I
do not
just
know.
making that up? I swear I saw a headline about that.
It's possible.
And you figure if she does, we're probably going to see Vision back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know who my favorite in the MCU is at this point. I don't even know who all's in the MCU at this point.
Too
Like I said,
many!
well, I have no idea what they're going to do.
Those in the MCU.
I don't know what's going to become of Black Panther. Obviously, Chadwick Boseman is gone, so I'm sure T'Challa himself as a character is going to be gone.
That's what they said.
At least there may be some scene or something they do with him, but I don't think they're going to keep him long term because that would just be disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman.
Groot's in the MCU.
So I'm not even sure. I mean, I like most of the people in the MCU. Don't get me wrong. I like Bucky. I like Sam. I like Captain Marvel. You know, but I don't really know. Nobody stands out like this is my favorite. This is the one I really want to see going forward now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested to see Thor again in Love and Thunder. That's going to be dope. But how much more are we going to get after that? Because even that is more than we expected to get.
We haven't watched the teaser thing for it yet, have we?
Nope, we haven't.
I saw a small clip of it, and just from that clip, I'm saying like, yes, can I have the movie now? Please, thank you, give.
I don't like. I'm not a big fan of any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, Scarlet Witch is fine.
Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna stop this list because it's too long. But here's my list.
Oh, you did some tears?
Yes.
See, we should save that. We should stream that or do a video.
We should. It's tough. Those higher tiers like A and B, those get tough. Hold up. Share my list before you change anything.
What do you mean share?
I mean, tell the people. Cause you stole my list.
You really want him to do it?
Well, he stole the list, so.
Esther, Bucky, Phil, Goose, Loki, Spider-Man, Thor, Aether, Ant-Man, Bruce, Captain America, Heimdall.
Okay, I can't understand what you're saying, and I made the list. There you go. You can read much better.
Okay. Now you see the electricity powers up because an Iron Man 2 fought an electricity guy and disabled
Yeah, it's over 250 characters according to the title.
Wow, you left out a lot of good characters.
Oh yeah, I skipped so many.
And Baku's down here?
I'm sorry.
Louise from Ant-Man is down here?
That was too much.
How are the ducks on here?
But see, you can share what I've done so far, and then we can do it together.
From Shang-Chi?
We can do it together.
Please tell me you didn't leave Wong off.
I think I did.
You left Wong off! You left Killmonger off!
He refused to read this now.
Oh my goodness. Wait, is that... No, that's What If Killmonger. Screw that.
Yeah, both are probably
I'm not a
on
fan
there.
of one. You left... Oh my god.
Scroll up to see who I did do.
I'm more concerned with who you left off. You left Miss Minutes off?
Oh, look at this fight scene. I love this scene.
I can't. I'm too concerned with who you left off.
believe
Iron Man, Thor, Cap.
Yeah, no, this is great. So much of this movie is great. I said I wasn't going to do this, though.
Honestly, the fact that they can even stand their ground against Thor.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, this is young and still learning Thor, you know? I mean, he gets so much
Yeah, but he's still the
powerful
strongest Avenger.
Well, I mean, Cap is a super soldier, and
No, he ain't.
Iron Man does have incredible tech, so I mean... I'm not surprised they can at least stand their ground for a bit. They may not win in the end, but...
Yeah.
The only one,
they're not
that's
underpowered.
debatably stronger is Hulk.
Physically
Wait,
stronger.
Yeah.
Hammer in the shield.
And that would come back, of course, as a
Of
double
course.
team move.
Yes.
Yeah, same with the electricity with Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's also came back.
See, the
in
fighting
Endgame.
taught them so much. Helped them save the world one day.
Yeah, they do a good job, you know, connecting the dots and bringing stuff back and building on stuff. That's one of the hallmarks of the MCU.
Here's the three that got movies before this one.
Here's the three that for some reason couldn't take down Thanos together.
Even once
In
Thor
Endgame.
unlocked his lightning powers and got Stormbreaker.
And Cap had
Yeah.
Mjolnir. And
Iron Man had his
Man's
best
tech
suit.
was far improved, but yet somehow...
They can't beat Thanos without any
To be
Infinity
fair, I don't think I put
Stones.
Thanos on the list.
Oh my god, why am I
F
even...
tier.
You didn't put Hulk on the fucking list!
Oh wait, I forgot Hulk! I was trying to find him!
He's right there!
I'm terrible at... Is that Hulk or Professor Hulk?
No, it's Hulk. He's in his...
I saw Professor Hulk.
He's in his Ragnarok gladiator outfit.
Look, I overlook things easily.
You put Flash on here, and you didn't... Not the Flash, but Flash from Spider-Man on here.
Oh, because I saw
not
him
Hulk.
I
like,
was thinking
screw
Flash
him.
from Zootopia. I was like, I see him there.
Too many flashes.
Flash was Thanos.
We're getting close to the end of this episode. Do you want me to share
Oh,
this on
yeah.
this episode, or should
Are
I
we?
kick off the next episode with it?
Oh, no,
We're not far
okay.
from it.
Either way.
Okay, well, we can wrap it up with this if you want.
Okay.
Alright, speed read it.
All right,
But
so
if you make characters, please don't name them Flash.
bottom tier, literally who? We have Dave. Oh, that's T.I. He's in the Ant-Man movies. He's one of the gang.
I don't remember half the characters.
Cosmo the Space Dog. He was in, is it The Collector?
Maybe.
Yo, he's like just in the background.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's just in his, on Nowhere.
You just held the duck on there?
He's on the list.
I
We
did
should have
not
put him
rank
on
him.
there.
You suck.
I don't have a position for Howard the Duck.
Colleen,
That's
did I say Colleen Wing?
I think so?
Yeah, I thought Edwina? I have no idea who that is. I apologize. Benjamin Poindexter, a.k.a. Did I say Bullseye?
At first, I was just going through in order.
I wonder if some of these include like the MCU shows.
Yeah, it does. It includes
shows.
some of the Netflix shows.
I think some of these might have come from there.
Because I see Daredevil as well.
And then the Abomination. But you know who he is, so why were you like,
because I was sitting there like, who is that?
Holy crap, you put Mysterio in F tier? Mysterio's one of the better villains in the
He might be a good villain, but I don't like him.
And
that makes him a
is
good
S tier.
villain. Okay, look, that's low key, okay?
You see, you get
good
hate the
villains can
person
still be
being a
good
villain,
characters.
but like them as a villain.
Look.
It's like
This is how I feel about the character.
It's like I don't like him as a person, but I like him
I'll
as a
acknowledge that
villain.
he's a good villain, but I don't like him.
Okay, moving along, we have, again, an F tier, Mysterio. The bootleg Captain America.
Yes.
What's his name? John something?
Well, I don't care.
It's not John.
That's how much I don't like him. Walker.
Hela? Really? Hela? This
Yeah.
low? One of the better villains.
Look,
Walker was-
if they're a good villain, I'm gonna hate them.
John Walker is iffy. It's like sometimes
I'm going to
good, sometimes
really
he's
like
bad.
Look, there's no you're a good villain. Yeah, that's that. It's either I really like you, or I really hate you.
John Walker is iffy.
I hate despise.
It's like he's not great, not terrible.
I despise him.
He had his good moments, but he definitely
I
had
don't
bad
like him.
moments.
Have we missed the he's adopted line yet?
I don't know.
I know it's right around here. It's like, he's my brother.
Yeah.
He did all the terrible shit. He's adopted. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think right here. And he's my
His
brother.
movie,
He killed
it
baby
looks
people in 2
so
days.
weird compared to the
He's
newer
adopted.
ones.
It looks slightly off, but it's not. It's
It
not.
looks slightly off, but it's still good.
Right, it's not so glaring that it's like, oh god, this is almost unwatchable
Yeah.
compared to the current ones. It just feels like the early,
definitely
the early
different.
iteration of it.
Yeah.
All right, back to the list. I'm in the F
Makes me
tier.
want to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Flash Thompson, Ebony Maw, Dormammu, Death Dealer,
You didn't put every villain in that.
Daredevil is
Probably.
F tier, Corvus Glaive.
It's like I know
Crossbones.
enough to say that I don't know you, but I
Now
don't
I'll
know
agree
you
with
enough to put
Crossbones
you
because they
high.
hardly did anything with him. Crossbones could have been a really cool character, and they just
Yeah,
wasted him.
Crossbones are lame.
Whoa, my! You got a bit
You ready
excited,
to come watch some
didn't you?
Avengers with us?
Not that.
Okay.
No,
I
yeah.
guess
But
you'll
Iron
be here
Man
for
is
part 2.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Speaking
I
of,
believe-
Thor's the only one in costume. No,
Okay.
I think Cap's in costume.
wait, you put Sylvie in Eats here?
It
Look.
was Sylvie.
It's Chick Loki.
She might be able to go one too high.
Holy
I said it's
crap.
kind of difficult, but she
It's-
doesn't rank high for me.
Okay. No more editorializing for me. I'm just gonna read it.
The only problem I have is Sylvie is
'Cause it's gonna take us.
Yeah.
It's gonna take us forever if I keep doing this. E tier: Sylvie, Star Lord, Jane Foster, Howard Stark, Queen Frigga, Echo, Drax the Destroyer, the Collector, Casey, the desk jockey from Loki, Batroc the Leader, the Leaper, the Leper, his name is Batroc the Leaper. What a dumb fucking name.
No.
It was Batroc.
He was the villain that we saw at the beginning of Falcon and Winter Soldier. He was one of the guys in the plane, and he escaped, and he came back toward the end.
I don't remember him.
Battlestar, Betty Brant, Avisha. Did I say Betty Russo?
Ross, I think.
Or Betty Ross.
Yeah.
Dr. Bill Foster.
Who are all these people?
Oh my god, remember
Face.
it? Battlestar was John
Lawrence.
Walker's partner in Captain
Oh, Battlestar.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Betty Brant is the blonde chick who does the newsreels in the high school and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Avisha is like the golden goddess from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That's not very.
I have no idea who Betty Ross is. I think that's probably Thaddeus Ross's daughter.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remembered when I
she's-
saw it. And then
I think she's from the Hulk movie. Dr. Bill Foster's Lawrence Fishburne, the one who was
Yeah.
from Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
Ajax from Eternals. Black Knight from Eternals. Arishem the Judge from Eternals.
Eternals. What's the movie?
William Riva, he's the scientist who works for Stark. What Obadiah Stane yells at him, famously the GIF in the Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
And then he comes back in Spider-Man Far From Home, one of the Stark Tech people who's working with Mysterio. Interestingly enough, he's also the kid from Christmas Story.
Interesting. I'll say one thing too. I'll say about some of these characters is that Eternals. We got Eternals, and that's it so far. So some of these characters, I feel like I don't know enough to
Hunter C-20,
put them higher.
one of the time cops from Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Scott's talking head from the horrible zombie episode of What If. And the Ancient One, you know who she is.
Yes.
Okay. D tier, we have War Machine, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark.
He could possibly go a bit higher. I said it gets tougher the higher I went.
I almost said Octodad. Doc Ock.
Octodad.
That could have two different meanings then.
Nobody's expecting.
I just want to point out, she has the do-a-flip guy from Spider-Man in the same tier as Doc Ock, Tony Stark, and Doctor Strange, and War Machine.
Yeah, he should be 5 tiers high.
Fuck you. Captain fucking Marvel. I said I wasn't going to do it.
The higher tiers
we
are
should
going
do
to
it.
organize.
We should have done it. I can't. Okay, no more comments. I'm just going to read through it because I can't. D tier continues. Captain Marvel, Classic Loki, Captain Carter. Again, I don't co-sign this. I completely disagree with most of this. Boastful Loki, Hunter B-15, Avo, Aunt May, and Agatha Harkness. If I'm mispronouncing this, I apologize. This text is really small.
It is.
C tier, Valkyrie, President Loki, Ned, Kid Loki, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Nick Fury, Billy Maximoff, and Baby Groot.
Baby Groot.
B tier. I'm not. Nope, I'm done.
Go, you gotta finish it.
You see who's at the head of her B tier?
B tier. I'm done. You're reading it, Mom.
Look, I like...
Black Panther.
fucking T'Challa, B tier.
Oh, yeah.
Black-
No. Hold up. Hold up. Let me say, I was strongly debating it. He could possibly move... Oh, wait, did I really put him below Ant-Man?
He is freaking top tier.
Okay, wait, no, he should be
Hey,
on
you said
A.
you put him below
He should be on
Ant-Man?
A. He should be with
Oh my
Ant-Man.
god.
Right next to Black Widow and Darcy Lewis. And then Ant-Man, Bruce Banner. Oh, wait, in A tier. Ant-Man, Bruce Banner, Captain America, Heimdall,
You put Captain America in A tier?
Hey, that's pretty close to top.
Mobius, Falcon,
To me, A and
and
S are very close.
You put Morbius ahead of T'Challa. What the hell
same
is your
shit now.
problem?
And then in S tier,
Coulson.
we have Bucky,
I'm
Phil,
gonna need way more drinks to
And Kate
for
Coulson.
this
yes,
to go down.
Phil Coulson, Goose, Loki, Spider-Man, and
Specifically
Thor.
Tom Holland's
Goose.
version, because the
Goose.
other two are, of
Seriously?
course, on there.
Alright, now for me to make this.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Wait,
Let's
screenshot mine,
save
though.
that, though.
Yeah,
Alright.
save it, though.
That's just gonna be the whole rest of it. This is gonna be the whole rest of this and the whole second episode if we're really gonna go through that. We should
We'll
save that.
save it
Oh,
for
yeah,
another
we'll definitely
We should
episode.
do that for a video or something, really,
Yes.
where people can play along with this. Just do that at twitch.tv/vidiocy.
Yes.
Subscribe, please. Or
So
follow.
that you know when we do it.
We follow back.
Facts.
Check out our merch, too. Link somewhere. I don't know if I have to... I gotta remind me to put the link for the merch in the podcast description.
Alright.
I don't think I've done that yet.
Alright.
I like the Black Sabbath shirt.
I love these two
I'm a big
characters
Black.
together.
I'm a big fan of Black Sabbath's first
Tony
two
Stark and
albums.
Bruce Banner.
They kind of fell off after that. Even before Ozzy left, Black Sabbath wasn't great. But the first two albums are two of the best hard rock albums of all time.
I feel like those two go well together. And especially over time, of course. All the relationships are really nice over time. Love?
Rough.
Johnny.
Like he's a dog.
Stop screaming, please.
Uh-huh.
Cap's going to do some investigating now
Yeah.
with his hoodie. I want the Cap hoodie, I'm not going to lie.
Reasonable.
I'd go look for it now, but I'd be afraid nobody else would talk while I was searching for it.
That is quite
Look at that jump.
possible.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's Captain America.
Who says white men can't jump? Who's looking forward to Blade?
Yes.
What is Blade?
Ursula Ali playing Blade now? I mean, I like the Wesley Snipes Blade movies. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big Wesley Snipes fan.
Mm-hmm.
But, Blade is Marvel's vampire hunter. He's half vampire himself.
Interesting. I have questions.
We should probably go back and watch it. At least, I thought the third Blade movie was pretty stupid. And I don't know if I saw the second one, but the first one was good.
Coulson! Love Coulson.
Coulson's dead, Lexi. Get over it.
Shut up! Like him and Thor.
Kevin Thor.
What? I said him
that?
and Thor.
Are you shipping them?
No.
Do you think Coulson would like Chris Hemsworth to make him Mighty Thor.
I'm going to strangle you.
Hey, that guy in the background, he's Hydra.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
I don't know if he's Hydra at this point, but he will be
probably.
if he's not already.
A fair amount of people are probably already Hydra. Would it have been too much?
Huge, scaly with big antlers. That's a hell of an image.
Yeah.
That does sound repulsive.
This is the closest thing I found to so far, Maddie.
Yeah, I'm not. That looks like a freaking Muppet skin. Looks like somebody skinned a patriotic Muppet.
It's not going great this
Lexi just showed me a Captain America hoodie. It literally looks like somebody skinned a patriotic Muppet. Like somebody made an American Muppet and somebody wasn't happy with it, so they skinned it.
Oh, God.
I brushed you the skin of the patriotic Muppet.
That's a terrifying thought.
Somebody skinning Muppets.
Yes.
That sounds like a dope idea for a horror film, though.
Oh, God.
We already had, what was it? It wasn't the...
Don't remember what it was called.
The Something Land Murders?
Yeah, something like that.
The Happy Land Murders?
No.
Happy Time Land
maybe.
Murders? Something
I
like
don't
that. I never got around to seeing that.
Me neither.
We need to see that. Alright, I got plans for tonight now. Who's
I should go back to what I used to do and make the Avengers and... back up.
Muppet
In
Avengers?
The Sims. No.
Oh. Muppet Avengers would be
I still need that.
Okay, but if you do Muppet Avengers, is it Muppet versions of the Avengers, or is it actual established Muppets playing various Avengers?
That one.
And if so, who's who?
I don't know. Who would you... I don't know.
I mean,
Because it's like, I feel like the main...
Here's the first question, though. Do you go like the big hairy guy for Hulk because he's big, or do you go animal because he's like wild?
I'm not sure yet. I was going to say, I feel like the main Avenger should be Kermit, but to me, that would probably be Iron Man, and that does not work. Kermit cannot be Iron Man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He can be Cap.
Iron Man is not the main Avenger. Cap is the main Avenger. He was the first Avenger. He's the leader.
I know, but like the Iron Man movie kicked it off, so he's always been sort of main to me. And then like kind of both of them afterwards.
No, Gonzo would be Iron Man in the Muppets.
Yeah, I think Kermit would be Cap.
Kermit would be Cap.
I guess Miss Piggy has to be Black Widow.
I suppose if you want to stick with gender norms, she could be Thor. They're both blonde.
Yeah, I feel like Miss Piggy would be Black Widow though, and it sort of makes sense. Some people
could we split them? Could Scooter be Bruce Banner and then Animal could be Hulk?
In theory, yes.
Oh, we might have to dive in this more in part 2 because we're getting ready to wrap this up here as Black Widow interviews Loki. I still don't buy that she gleaned as much information from him as she says she does. That's always seemed a little sus to me.
I have no idea.
He sort of reminds me when Loki's sitting in his cell in Thor: The Dark World.
Please stop.
Almost as like a big X-ray machine or something.
Sort of, yeah.
So Thor eventually breaks through the glass.
Uh-huh.
I guess Loki's not as strong as Thor. We were talking about his powers a little while ago.
I feel like at this point, he's not. He relies much more on magic.
Yeah. Maybe Scooter would be Hawkeye now that I think about it. I know he's kind of nerdy, but he sort of gives me Hawkeye vibes.
Yeah.
Because then who would Rolf be? So that's the thing, is like, do I just want to cover my main Avengers, or am I trying to get as many Muppets as possible in?
I feel like we just start with covering the main Avengers.
I think we've got a pretty good team there.
Yeah.
This may actually even exist. If I Google it, there may actually be Muppet Avengers somewhere.
I heard that going back to what we talked about earlier, I heard that Tom Hiddleston actually auditioned for Thor.
I don't see that.
I've heard, I'd have to double check, but I've heard that they auditioned for each other's roles pretty much. But in the end, it worked out very well, I'd say.
Oh wow! Look, here's a fan version of the Muppet Avengers.
Uh-huh.
And Kermit is Cap, and Gonzo is Iron Man, just like, and Scooter is Hawkeye, and Animal is Hulk. Look,
we know these guys.
And they have Piggy as Black Widow, they have Fozzie as Thor, and Ralph is Nick Fury. I didn't consider Fury. We could get a Coulson in there too, maybe, but
probably
that's pretty much right on what I was thinking.
Let me see.
Oh, it's so shocking. I was reacting to what was on screen.
Yeah.
Here's an Avengers Infinity War put. Somebody just put like pictures of the Muppets in it. They're not even like supposed to be specific characters. They just put the Infinity War text over like Muppets Christmas episode or something.
Interesting.
Not nearly as creative. See, again, I don't buy that she really gleaned that much from him. Alright, we're going to head out. We're going to get a shot of Scarlett Johansson's ass here, and then we're going to wrap this episode up. Well, I'm sorry, that's where the scene ends. I wanted to finish here on a transition. Second half of Marvel Studios' The Avengers. One of my all-time favorite Marvel movies. Like I mentioned last time, this is still top-tier Marvel movie for me, right along with Black Panther, Ragnarok, and Endgame.
Yeah.
Johnny, that's a magic wand. We're not doing Fantastic Beasts this week. I don't know why I said... You mentioned Fantastic Four before we started recording. That's why.
I did.
That's why I went for that instead of Harry Potter. But
that movie did come out this month.
we are going to be doing...
last month.
We are going to be doing Deathly Hallows breakdown in July for the 10th anniversary of that... No, not 10th anniversary. 15th anniversary of that book.
Wow. Older than this movie.
That is
Not
true.
older than me.
Came out in 2007, July 2007.
Nice.
Alright, so we've got all the Avengers together except for the brainwashed Hawkeye.
Yes.
Calcutta, that's where it was.
Poor Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Per Hawkeye, what? That's a nice purple shirt on Banner.
Yeah.
Do we all
Looks good in
appreciate the
purple.
purple?
Yes.
You know, normally he
Wears purple pants.
Yeah.
Oh, we're clever. We're giving him a purple shirt. Just give him the purple
Just
pants.
a point at
I mean, I guess it would look kind of weird to have purple pants on. It's like just, hey, I'm a scientist dude in my purple pants. But, you know. Is that a Gatling gun or a minigun?
I guess.
have no idea.
I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. I'm pretty sure a minigun is just a version of the Gatling. Like, Gatling gun was developed by somebody named Gatling. And minigun is just a version
My
of
current
it.
Sim, or my previous Sims household, the last
Ice Cube?
name was Gatling.
Oh, no. The Cosmic Cube.
Lol.
What is it?
Loki has the world's best ice cubes.
I thought he was just down with Ice Cube, the rapper.
I can't see
Wait.
Tony's all react.
Wait. I've got to say, today was a good day. Somebody
That's a nice little
appreciated that
detail
joke.
with Tony Stark, though.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
man, that is a bright blue outfit on Cap.
Duh.
Did Tony even need the arc reactor at this point, though?
I don't remember.
Because at some point he doesn't need it anymore, right?
At
And
what
that,
point
Maybe
is
it's
that?
Iron Man 3.
I was gonna say, isn't
yeah,
that the third
that might be
Iron
Iron
Man?
Man 3.
So he'd still be relying on it here. I like that stuff.
Do you like this interesting camera move here?
Yes. I like the shot of them upside down.
I'm not crazy about it. I don't know. It seems a little pretentious to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody's getting paged.
I heard.
It's 1988.
I was gonna say, is it Captain Marvel?
Right, did you see that
Isn't
gun?
it,
I think
isn't
it was
it
a
what's
Glock.
his name? Hawkeye that gets the page like at the end of that
No,
movie?
no,
No.
no, not at all.
Wow.
that is very much
I
not.
know who's going to save the day from this interstellar war. It's Hawkeye. The least powerful Avenger.
Oh wow.
Motherfucker, why did I think about him yet?
What do
Nick
you
Fury
mean?
pages Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's not a dude in the
Not
movie.
Hawkeye either. Where did you get that?
Neither of those characters are
The
Hawkeye.
MCU has the female version of Captain Marvel.
Look, leave me alone, okay?
Is that an 8 behind Cap?
I never said that I was a
reference
great.
back there.
We need someone to take out.
We're gonna
I know,
frame it
it's
so they can see an 8. It's a reference to what? The Fantastic Four doubled because we're twice as good.
No, wait.
I just wish he'd punched Tony right there. Tony deserved it.
I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Tony deserved it.
Fuck.
Tony deserved to die in Endgame. Let's be honest.
That's food.
Hawkeye's about to fuck some shit up here.
Facts.
Well, look at that
Look at the
glove.
sparkles in those eyes. Okay, I don't buy the physics of that arrow at all.
He's the world's greatest archer.
I mean that's pretty much fact.
Honestly, Tony,
You know,
but
they're really not that.
Civil.
I mean, Cap's really not that much smaller than Thor.
Okay. You want to see how they came up with the number 8? It was his role in Fantastic Four, and this is his second Marvel
There you
character
go,
role.
there you go.
So it's 4 times 2. There we go.
Good job.
But honestly, by the time of Civil War, Tony could probably take on Cap in a 1v1.
Yeah, with his suit.
Yeah,
Take the suit off, Cap would mop the floor with him.
take the super soldier, set him off. I'm pretty sure Tony would win.
Cap might still take him.
I think Tony.
I think Cap before
Tony
this
knows
film,
martial arts pretty well. Does Cap know martial arts?
He'd be willing to fight Tony. But
Tony
we
does not
need to
know
see,
martial
though.
arts.
Yes, he does.
He might have done a little bit of judo training or something. He does not really know martial arts. He's not Shang-Chi.
He's trained in
I think
fighting.
he'd be stronger than before film.
But then again, if
But it's probably stronger
Steve
than
didn't have the
first
super
Batman.
soldier serum, he wouldn't be in this position.
That's it, Batman. I meant.
It still is who he is at this point.
Yeah,
And Iron Man's still just a petty douchebag.
essentially.
I'm not a fan of Robert Downey Jr. or of the Iron Man character.
Taking away the suit is like saying, alright, take away all of Superman's powers. See who wins.
No, it's not. Because that's who Superman is, at least on Earth. I mean, it's only because his Kryptonian biological makeup is
Well, it's
enhanced
like
by
his suit
Earth-Yellow
is his
Sun.
powers.
I was gonna say that you're talking
But
about
it's not a
Robert
power,
Downey
it's an
Jr. and
invention.
stuff. And I was gonna say
It's
that's one of my
essentially
things
his
with
powers.
Tom.
It's
not
not a
Tom
power,
Hiddleston.
though.
Tom Holland. Watching
It's not
like the other
built-in
stuff. I like him as Spider-Man, and sometimes he's really good. But in other of like the promo things, not necessarily promo, but press and whatnot, he acts like a younger Robert Downey Jr. I sit there like, yep, that's not the vibe I need for Spider-Man.
But Tony was winning in the 1v1 in Civil War
Coulson!
until Bucky appeared.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he would have won in the end. I think Cap would take him because Cap has heart that Tony doesn't have.
I think that she had to lose weight for this movie.
But also, hear me out. Tony
No.
could literally just fly up and shoot lasers.
Okay, and he'd block it with the shield.
I feel
or
as
he'd
though
dodge them.
I'm having a very different conversation than y'all.
But there's no way he could hit Tony unless he threw the shield.
Okay, but if Tony's just gonna run, he's not gonna win the fight either. He's just gonna run. You like those sparkly eyes? Do the sparkles do it for you? He's Twilight Sparkle.
Oh God.
He's Hawk-like Sparkle.
Oh God. I'm not sure what's worse.
He's Twihawk Sparkle.
He's just got his Iron Man suit still.
I mean, think about it, though. The original comic version of Iron Man was like, it wasn't that deep gold and that it was like red and bright yellow. It did not look cool. My Iron Man figure did not look cool. It's like, hey, it's Iron Man.
It definitely got improved.
Have you seen the Iron Man cartoon?
I believe.
Not
you
really. I
showed
think
us
I've seen
some.
clips of it.
His freaking transformation scene into the suit, and that is all 3D animated. It is terrible.
Oh, wait, like a modern Iron I thought she meant like the old school Iron Man.
No, it's fairly old. But it's very bad 3D animation.
Well, the one I'm familiar with wouldn't have 3D animation.
It's not.
Like,
I don't know how it is, but
Yeah.
it's not like super modern.
it's from like the 60s.
Yeah.
And they didn't have computer animation then.
I don't know when
They're
this
still
one is
working
from.
that out.
Oh, let me borrow your iPad.
No, I'm using it.
Okay, Hulk's out. Should I go get Johnny yet? Or should I-
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's. I think I was going to wait till they're actually in the city till we
Okay.
get that awesome scene where they all
Yeah.
unite. And that's when he's really going to get into it.
But Hulk smash.
Yeah, there's an Iron Man
It's
cartoon.
the beginning of their
really
relation.
bad 3D
This is their meet
animation.
cute story right here where he
Oh,
tried to
God.
kill her.
Oh God.
He destroyed the inside of a helicarrier trying to kill her. Their relationship never really did get to blossom because she had to die in Endgame.
But what if she was a Skrull?
Maybe.
Loki and
I'm saying you can bring back Lily and I'm like just saying, oh yeah, it's a Skrull.
Remember the theories that she was gonna? It's like, oh, it's really gonna be Yelena that died on.
something like that.
Spoiler, it was not.
What was it?
Fact.
Vormir?
I think so.
Maybe.
Is that the Soul Stone planet? And really, what does the Soul Stone do? We've never really gotten a satisfactory answer. I guess we're not going to either since they're all gone now.
You see, it's souls.
Where did they all go?
Nothing.
Thanos used the stones to atomize the stones.
It's like
Did I say they died? They're freaking stones.
the general like
Stones don't die. Look at Keith Richards and Mick Jagger.
it's like
Oh
this
God, did
still
Ronnie Wood just die though?
Oh God, I think so.
My bad.
Oh
Sorry.
no. I'm pretty sure in that sense a stone did recently die.
I apologize.
R.I.P.
but it's like the stones still technically exist and not in, like the stone form. There's like
Happens, yeah.
part of the universe.
Yeah. Just the good luck ever finding
Yeah,
them.
they're atoms.
The only one with a chance at finding them would be Ant-Man. I feel like.
Oh, that'd be-
Oh yeah, it would be
Every
terribly difficult.
atom in the universe.
Oh yeah, terribly difficult. I mean, I guess technically you could make a device to still find them.
And then how do you tell that like, oh yeah, this atom is part of the Power Stone because it's bright purple.
Because he's Ant-Man. I don't know if he can atomize himself, but he can get pretty small.
It wasn't Ronnie Wood, it was Charlie Watts. So apologies to Ronnie Wood as well. Apologies for the joke, and apologies to Ronnie Wood for trying to kill him.
Oh, the way he just, like, swatted her.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Did you see the way he's a pub to end?
Why I oughta.
It's Hulk about backhand her.
Because that's what Hulk does.
You know, we got the showdown between... I almost said Thulk and Whore. Oh, God. Thor and Hulk here, and we got the showdown with them in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the deciding round in Love and Thunder.
I mean, I think Thor's
Who's all
fairly
supposed to
strong with
be
his
in Love
lightning
and Thunder at
powers.
this point?
What?
Said who's all supposed to be in Love and Thunder at this point?
Yeah,
I
Thor.
have no idea.
Thor's
Yeah.
supposed to be in it, I think. There's about
Yeah.
50% chance Thor will be in it.
I think him and Valkyrie, maybe some
I hope Korg is
Guardians.
gonna be in it. Korg is one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters. Korg is awesome. Like, hi guys.
I wonder if
That's Fortnite.
you reckon Thor's gonna show up in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Because he took off
Possible.
with them, and I don't know how much Love and Thunder ties into it.
Possibly.
Or maybe they're gonna show up in Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
It's either the Guardians appear in Love and Thunder or he appears in Guardians.
Both.
Here, I'm nervous about Guardians Volume 3 because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is good. It's not one of my favorite MCU movies, but it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the worst Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
Cameron just comes smashing through, gets Hulk.
Ouch.
I'm nervous about the Mario movie. With Chris Pratt as Mario.
I'm nervous about Miss Marvel.
It's like, how is he going to do a voice? Like,
Dude,
I
see
am
him
not
pull
going to
that
do a
Matrix?
voice other than Chris Pratt.
I would just like to say when it comes to Miss Marvel, it's come to the point that I'm not nervous about it. I'm really disappointed in
Okay,
it, but I
technically,
just don't want to
can't
accept
Hulk lift
it.
Mjolnir?
Yeah.
Because doesn't he just get stronger as he gets angry?
Well, that's in the comics.
Yes, no, I understand. I'm not talking. I realize he can't do it in the movies. I know we're crossing over genres.
Yes, he did at least lift Mjolnir once.
And the true Hulk should have been able to lift it, is what I'm getting at.
Oof.
Yeah, Nick Fury's gonna shoot the explosion.
Yeah,
Motherfucking explosion! I'm gonna shoot your ass!
that would probably be Nick Fury.
There's your boy.
Cool.
Yeah.
But what if
Not
he's a
much longer.
Skrull?
Would that have eye scanner have worked? I guess Skrulls can match that perfectly, though, so.
What if Crossbones was actually a Skrull? And the real Crossbones is gonna be cooler?
You reckon we're ever gonna get Punisher in the MCU?
What if Punisher's a Skrull?
I was a big fan of. Do you know apparently in some storyline in the comics, Punisher becomes War Machine at some point?
Interesting.
He's got like a Punisher skull helmet.
That sounds cool.
I saw that. I was flipping through some images for something else, and that just happened to randomly come up. I don't remember what I was looking for when that came up.
So the Crossbones, it's like he
Crossbones
looks so
was-
cool.
Okay, I had
He
to
was
double
wasted in
check.
the MCU, yeah.
I had to double check myself before I said anything. But technically, if the Netflix series are MCU canon, we have the Punisher in the MCU.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's in the TV show. I meant.
Yeah.
I meant.
You want him like in the movies, yeah.
That's what I meant.
I wanted Agents of
I knew
S.H.I.E.L.D.
they did
in
a
the
I knew they
movies.
did a Punisher series.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was literally meant to cross over, and I just wanted to see them in the movies, and then they're like, no.
Yeah, but fucking Kevin Feige was like, nah.
What Avengers
It's like,
can
we
bullets
were
even
stupid
affect?
when we made a certain show, so no.
That cast right there was pretty.
Bullets
badass.
affect what? Black Widow,
What?
Hawkeye, and Captain America, really?
Wait,
Assuming
what?
Iron Man's in the suit.
I'm not. I mean, I guess enough bullets, but I think Cap could take a shot.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely a shot.
At least
I
one.
mean, he's a super soldier.
And he has a
Exactly.
shield that he can block him with.
Doesn't he essentially somewhat heal himself to some degree?
Can you imagine
He
him?
ain't Wolverine.
Well, no, he wouldn't completely do that, but like our body would naturally heal up,
Yeah, I think
certain
there is an
wounds,
an
and he goes a little
healing
bit quicker
factor.
than us.
Could
Yeah.
you imagine a
Still
vibranium
got that hoodie.
Iron Man suit?
That would be something.
That'd be awesome. It'd be
Yeah, but
essentially the
I
Black
just-
Panther super better.
That's weird. I know in some of the comics he had, and I know in the first Avenger there's some scenes where he has a gun.
Yeah. He doesn't
Call of-
usually wield a gun.
Call of Duty Captain America. Oh, that's Hawkeye.
Yep.
He's got his boom boat from Fortnite. It's the boom boat from Fortnite.
Nick
It
Fury's
explodes.
like, I don't care. I will take you down if I have to.
And there's this hacker
Nick Fury
elves.
tries to shoot down a plane at the end of the movie with his pistol.
He will shoot everything.
He tried to shoot the grenade.
I'll shoot a grenade for ya.
Nick Fury is confident in his Glock.
Yeah. He's like Dylan when Dylan's sitting here like, if only they had a gun.
I'm just saying.
Dude, she is triggered.
Yeah.
I think that's just a shadow on her eye, or her makeup's running, but it looks like she's got like a green line painted down her eye. A badass.
Look at that suit. That suit is so cool.
That's all he is a suit.
Pretty much.
And everything about Captain America came from a bar.
Oh wow, that's original.
Very.
Yes, I know. It's literally the line of the movie.
I'm just saying, Captain America is a complete character.
Let's be honest. Iron Man is the Luigi of the MCU.
And to be fair, he made that suit.
Captain America started as propaganda.
Iron Man is very much not just
But
a suit.
Steve Rogers very much
Thor,
made
Thor,
him an
Thor.
Avenger.
Come on.
You big dummy, Thor.
Loki's the gold collar thing
Yeah,
on his chest makes you think of Moon Knight.
reasonable.
These two are
fighting.
always fun to watch together.
Yeah, they're great together. I would still love
Can
to
we get like a
see-
flashback series
yeah,
of them?
I'd love to see a prequel sort of thing with them.
I guess we could just get a movie would work as well.
I want to see them in Budapest.
Right? Like, we keep hearing about it.
Well, I mean, that was the mission where she thought she destroyed the Red Room, right? So we've seen
yeah.
parts of it.
Yeah, but,
Kinda,
like,
but not
I still
really.
like to see it.
Well, yeah,
you
because
know?
she talked about how she and Clint hid out in that duct for
Yeah.
like 4 days. We could get some. They could wring some stuff out of that.
Yeah. Okay, we don't need, like, a whole series just on that or a whole movie just
You know, he's
on
already
that.
cracked it. Why doesn't he just keep going?
Right? Like, he could.
I cracked the glass. Now I have to stop.
Oh, hey, it's Coulson's super gun. That's
Shut
never
up.
seen again.
Shut up.
I guess these decided super
This-
guns aren't that good.
Can you just acknowledge Loki's hair real quick? Let's just know what's happening and acknowledge Loki's hair.
Dead. I like the way
And so is my exact move.
I like how Thor's so sad. He knew
I
Coulson
know.
for like...
Didn't he just meet him?
like
Yeah,
5
pretty
minutes.
much.
No! Coulson was my best friend!
See, everybody loves Coulson by now. He took a whole, like, 2 minutes. He's, like, so
what would
sad.
that gun do?
And
We never see that gun
Loki.
used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't... Wait!
He uses it in just a minute.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
But
forgot
also,
he's
I
still
feel
alive for a
like...
second.
I feel
You
like...
never see it. I've never seen anything like that. I stopped
wait.
watching. Coulson died. I stopped watching the movie.
I forgot he was still alive for
I
a
feel
second.
as though we see it in something else later
I do
on.
too. I feel like it came back.
If not in the movies, then it came back in Agents
I
of
don't know
S.H.I.E.L.D..
what, but I was thinking the same thing, but I can't remember what it was, so I didn't want to say, oh, we saw it in this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I do
know
feel like it
so
actually
much.
does come back. It might have even been in Loki.
It may have been.
I mean, I remember seeing it, and I feel like we saw it in or
Let's go
Black
for liking in
Widow,
Loki,
or-
definitely.
But I was going to say,
Yeah, there's definitely either it specifically, or there's tech very similar to it that we see later on.
yeah, I was going to say though that since first seeing that movie, like now, that scene is like, oh gosh, because like of course it's sad, etc. Because Coulson's my favorite and my original favorite or not, but also since then Loki's become my favorite, so he's like tied with Coulson for favorite
Why would
now.
they kill Thor?
I was gonna say, would this even kill Thor?
As an Asgardian god, I don't know.
Well, he's not an Asgardian god. He's just an Asgardian, and they're godlike. But I mean, he's not a god of Asgard.
He would have been fine.
Yeah, you knew.
I mean, it wasn't. It couldn't have been that much less of an impact.
True.
I mean, he was still falling,
True.
and he even maybe made it worse considering his trajectory. Like
Yeah.
he's already falling. He's not going to stop falling at that speed. You know, Newton's laws. I think he added to it.
Yeah.
So I don't think him crashing in that would have hurt him really.
Well, but instead he slowly slowed down and said, that bam!
Still though, Loki's head.
Did he slow down though?
He slowed down as he was sliding on the ground.
It
After he
very
hit the
much changes
ground?
later on.
Yeah, no, but
and
then the
you missed the
plot.
gun, dude. See, this is why he's never seen it. He's never seen what happened. He missed it just now.
He just can't. It's just he cannot happen.
It's one of those things just
10 years now, he just hasn't been able to see it. He always looks. He's gonna try. He's like staring at it. He's holding his head, and all of a sudden, it's like, what?
I was gonna say it's like the things they've discussed in the MCU, different timelines.
It's like in Phineas and Ferb. You know, they have that stuff where like they can't look at it.
Yeah. It's one of those things that it can never happen, no matter what.
Iron Man's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him fine.
I'm sorry, being a douchebag doesn't make you cool. I mean, if that's your kink,
makes you rich.
If that's your kink, I'm not going to shame you for it. But
what?
Him.
Oh, him. I don't know about him, but you can't argue with what I said.
Oh, you
What'd
know
you say?
about me? Okay.
I said about how it apparently makes you rich.
I mean,
There's
you're not wrong.
I don't think being a douchebag made him rich.
No, his
And
parents did.
I think he could have been. Oh, I thought you were talking about Robert Downey Jr.
Is it different?
I don't think. I mean, I know he's a junior, but I don't know what his parents did.
I don't know either.
I mean, he's a good actor. I'm not going to say he's not, but he could have been a good actor without being a douchebag.
True. But no, I was talking about Iron Man, but also that I don't know, like insanely rich. Like obviously, Iron Man's supposed to be extremely rich in the MCU.
Yeah, he's the MCU's Batman.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, let's be honest. He's like the
I mean, he could probably be
Yeah.
Batman.
I was thinking about this though when we were watching the Batman. Can you imagine like an MCU style Batman where he's like these movies aren't parodies. They're not just funny. They're serious action movies, but they're also they have this sense of humor to them. I can't see that in Batman, and I guess that's the character because he's a dark, brooding sort of character. But can you see? Like, could you just put Robert Downey Jr. in the Batman suit, make him Bruce Wayne, because he's essentially playing MCU's version of Bruce Wayne. But could you see that as Batman?
No.
And I know Michael Keaton kind of jokes a little bit. He's kind of sardonic as Batman, but it's just not. I could not see this level of a sense of humor in a Batman movie. It just wouldn't work. It's not. I mean, it'd be interesting, but it wouldn't be Batman.
Coulson. He apologized to them. He's sitting there dying, and Nick Fury walks in, and he's like,
It's
"I'm
Moon
sorry."
Not really.
It's like, "I'm sorry, I got killed."
But still, Iron Man could probably beat Batman fight.
Possibly.
With the suit, yeah.
Without the suit, he's a bit screwed.
Take them both out of the suit. Bruce Wayne is going to kick Tony Stark's ass.
Probably.
It's not even going to be close.
Bruce Wayne's probably physically stronger, but
Tony Stark
although-
is much more.
Tony Stark has
than-
more technology.
Let's be fair. In
Compared to-
Batman v Superman, Batman was able to hold his own with Superman.
Yeah.
So he might come up with a plan to beat Iron Man. And I mean, it's
to
not like
be-
Bruce Wayne doesn't have good tech.
But to be fair, that's also because they're trying to make an instant fight and not Superman just blasting him from far with heat vision. But yeah, try and get me, Bruce.
I thought they actually did that in the comics, though. I don't think that was invented just for the movie.
I know, but I don't think that suit could fly, could it?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't think his Iron
But then
Batman
again,
suit could
if you
fly.
get fucking kryptonite, you can take Superman down. He does have a very glaring weakness.
I saw a scene from like one of the cartoons or something where Lex Luthor was in a room with like kryptonite knuckles and stuff and all like red light and stuff. And I was like, "Come on, Superman, come find me." Superman's closed the door, took the whole room and threw it.
Wait, he was with Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog?
Ha. Speaking of Sonic 2 movie came out recently.
I haven't seen it
yet.
Okay, that gun that we see Coulson use, it does come back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fitz uses it.
Yeah, I don't really watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, you don't.
We did, though.
I remember...
We need to.
I
Even
remember-
if it's not canon, we still
this-
need to.
The blue shirt, really?
Yeah.
The only problem I
You know,
remember-
it's probably
I guess white shirt would
part
show
of his.
stains too much.
It's probably part of his regular
Yeah, that
uniform.
Five-Fours.
He's just avoiding.
Huh?
Look, he's got five
Dress up.
foot
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, that's a Black Sabbath shirt. I don't know.
You Black Sabbath Twyfus.
It's not one of the two albums that I like. It could be from a later album or it could be from a concert tour.
See, Cap's playing it smart. He just has that shirt on, so he doesn't have to put it on later. He's like, I'm gonna have to.
Well, he's
suit
still
up
got the
again.
pants and the boots.
I'm just
on,
gonna keep this shirt on. One less thing to deal with later.
Wow,
So,
look,
So,
what
in
was
the
Jeez.
field of reeds, maybe he'll find Moon Knight.
Why did
He's always
why did
he always
walk
finds
over to get
himself in a
Mjolnir?
field at some point.
What, Dylan?
Why did he walk over to get Mjolnir? He could have.
You just need to stretch his legs. You need to make sure everything was working all right.
He's just having one of those moments, you know. Bruce is definitely having a moment here.
Who would win,
Wait,
Bruce Wayne or Bruce Banner?
Where's Stan Lee in the Avengers? Because this feels like this would have been Stan Lee's cameo.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I think he's in like the newsreel footage at the end.
Possibly.
Maybe.
But this feels like this was supposed to be Stan Lee's cameo and he wasn't available for it or something, so they had to stick him in somewhere else.
Possibly.
Was he still around at that point?
He was literally an Endgame.
Look, people, leave me alone, okay? I don't keep up with everything that goes on in all these.
Really?
Mr. Who would win, Bruce Wayne or Bruce Banner?
If Bruce Banner doesn't get the Hulk up, it's Bruce Wayne. And
What
again, it's not
can
even
defeat the
close.
Hulk?
I thought you were about what can beat Bruce Wayne.
Hulk is very hard to kill.
Apparently Thanos can, in the MCU at least. Because he whipped his ass.
But he did not kill the Hulk.
No. He did kill the Grimace, though, and skinned him. That's why he's purple. He wears his skin as a trophy.
What?
He'll appear later. He gets interviewed, but also there's a scene that I'm familiar with because I've seen it on TikTok and whatnot. That's apparently a deleted scene from this movie, where he tells Cap to get a girl's number, and calls him a moron.
Yeah, because she's in the movie still. It's the girl he saves at the bank or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
It's her. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah. These two again. She changes her hair a lot through these movies.
Was Black Widow first appearing? Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye's first and third?
Yeah.
But still, she changes her hair a lot throughout these movies.
She reminds me of the Baroness from G.I. Joe. No, the Baroness has black hair, but still.
I don't know who that is.
G.I. Joe movies. The first G.I. Joe movie is pretty good. The second one with The Rock is meh. The third one is Black Widow.
Monster Magic. That
That a D&D ripoff?
Oh, God.
That's twice now we've done that.
I like these two.
Infirmary 31F.
Yeah.
The S.H.I.E.L.D. logo.
Yeah. S.H.I.E.L.D. likes to put the logo on a lot of things.
Yeah. Shield brand.
What if there's a S.H.I.E.L.D. logo on the back of Cap's shield?
Probably.
It's the S.H.I.E.L.D. shield.
Shield.
Is he rocking a vest? Because
Maybe.
I'm down with that.
I'm just thinking, hasn't the paint
She gets
scratched
a vest
off
later.
from Captain America's shield?
It's good. High quality. High quality.
It's like,
stuff.
that thing gets shot. You think the paint would scratch off?
Yeah. I feel like it's
They
got.
have S.H.I.E.L.D. brand.
I was gonna say, I
varnish
feel
on
as
it.
though it's taken some potential, like, little scratches in there, but not much.
I think they both had their shirts zipped down to the exact same spot.
But
Amazing.
it's like, that's some high quality paint. Paint that'll never be scratched off. You literally just can't get. And it was frozen for like 50 years.
Now that would do something.
The shirt's
you
a
know?
lighter blue than the pants.
And it was still
Okay.
fine.
Are the boots red or brown?
They
Wet.
look red.
But I think they're brown.
I can't tell for sure. They could be.
Could
that
be
red.
brown and lighting that make them look red.
I was gonna say they could be that reddish sort of brown. You know what would be kind of cool?
What?
Those really nice, like really detailed figures of the Avengers. Just pose them up on the shelf. That'd be cool.
One of the lights behind Tony a second ago looked like he was making an X-Men logo. A little subtle reference there.
They've been working on it for a while.
Yep. I assume we're going to see him before long.
Probably.
Like, when I was a kid, man, X-Men, they were the hot ticket. X-Men and Spider-Man, those were the two big Marvel properties. I didn't know anything about the Avengers, and I thought Cap and Iron Man and even Thor and Hulk were all kind of meh.
Yeah.
Like, I was personally a Punisher fan, but X-Men and Spider-Man, those were the big two.
Yeah.
And we got Spider-Man.
These were my guys, the Avengers.
Right, but because of the movie.
Well, yeah, because of the movies.
I'm talking
Even though,
actual
to be fair, others did have movies going on as well. There were Spider-Man and X-Men and all of them as well. I just didn't pick up any of them.
Yeah, but by and
MCU got
large,
much
they're
bigger.
not as good as the MCU.
The MCU
Sorry,
is
the
something
MCU.
Special.
I like Cap's line. I mean, he's like, you got a suit? Suit up.
I'm both excited and concerned for how big the MCU is getting. It's like, it's really exciting, but I'm concerned that eventually...
expansive-wise.
Yeah, but I'm concerned that eventually it's just going to get too much.
It's like the more characters they get, the more they're gonna kill off or something.
Not really.
Have a tie.
No, they can do it very
comics
well.
work.
I know.
There's a chance that they're going to handle it all very well. I'm just concerned that, yeah, something's going to end up long
But if they keep expanding...
Something's going to have to pay for it.
If they keep expanding, they will not be able to do another
I
Endgame
love
style.
this. They're sort of getting together,
Avengers.
and Thor's doing his lightning.
Yeah, this is good when they're all getting together.
Did he just say son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Goddamn Cap. He's not that old.
Son.
I said he was a dad, didn't I?
You're like 80.
to be fair.
I mean, technically, yeah, he's like 70 something. But
so he is that old.
But he was frozen. He can say he's 30.
Says the honest Tinder profile bun 1930 something.
You said something about tentacle porn?
I said Tinder profile.
Wait. Bucky has a dating app. What does he put on there?
Well, I think he uses actual 100.
He probably would, since
No,
well,
that's ridiculous.
But that girl he was talking to, he was like, I'm 107.
Yeah, but when you're sitting down talking with somebody, it's different than actually just having on a dating profile.
Maybe.
Bucky would put.
Acknowledge
But would he
it.
really say he's 30 something and then later say, yeah, I'm actually
Well, do you
107?
have to put an age on your dating profile?
I don't know. I've never had a dating profile. Facebook keeps telling me to create one.
I don't go on Tinder.
I keep telling Facebook to
Facebook
fuck off.
dating?
Any other dating?
Yeah, Facebook
apps?
has a dating thing.
I don't even know any
I mean,
dating
that doesn't
apps.
really surprise me. Isn't that how Facebook started? Was like just a way for those douchebags to rate women?
I have no idea.
What?
I think that's how Facebook started. It was just a website for like Mark Zuckerberg and his friends to share their ratings for women.
I
Wow.
have no idea.
Don't hold me to that, but there's a whole movie about it called The Social Network.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't think I'm speaking out of school. I think it's very common knowledge, but I may not have all the details exactly right because I
Yeah.
really don't give a fuck.
That's
But-
fair.
Facebook sucks. Facebook is going down.
I'm on it because most of my IRL friends, like from Comic Cons and stuff, are on there.
I'm surprised Facebook hasn't died like MySpace.
Right?
Are those blenders?
I don't know.
Well,
You missed it now.
Uh.
It looks like he's got like, well, I don't know.
They're
'Cause I thought that was
very
behind the
nice
bar, and it's
design.
not. So they could just be statues or
I
something.
like this with like the window situation, but also like the stone sort of stuff, like the shape of the bar and everything.
there's a nice section where they're just talking,
Yeah.
chilling out. Tony and Loki chilling.
Yeah. I think in the MCU,
The Tony and
Cap
Loki
was
show.
born in 1920.
So which two Avengers
No,
would make the best
1918.
podcast?
Call Cap and Tony.
Real fire and water situation
Yeah.
there. It depends on what you want.
I mean,
let's be fair.
yeah.
Which two MCU characters would make the best podcast?
Just characters?
Instantly, I'm putting Cook.
I will pay for Bucky and Sam to have.
Instantly, I'm saying
I will
Cook and
pay
some
for
else.
that. Half of it would be silent, but I'd
Honestly.
pay for it.
How about Groot and Rocket?
Yes.
Honestly, hear me out.
I mean, the name of the podcast is either I Am Groot or We Are Groot.
Yeah.
But hear me out. A podcast where it's a Cook interviewing like a different Avenger every
Every week, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Hello, welcome back to the show. Cork here, and I'm speaking to Tony Stark. Not your Tony Stark. We got him from another
Didn't he do
dimension,
a
not
thing with
multiverse and
Deadpool?
all that.
Yeah, he did do the thing with Deadpool.
What thing? Seems
Your
vaguely
thing.
familiar now.
That's something with Cook and Deadpool.
Yeah, it was like an ad or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it's cool.
How long before we get Deadpool in the MCU?
Hopefully not too much longer.
I mean, we're already getting more mature MCU things from Moon Knight.
Technically, yeah.
Moon Knight had a whole new thing on Disney Plus.
Was
it's
Knight?
I mean,
Well,
Kevin
it's
Feige
about the time Moon
confirmed
Knight
that Daredevil's coming. I mean, Daredevil, listen to me. Daredevil's here already.
Yeah, dead.
It was
Deadpool
about
was
the time
coming.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, it was about the time
because
because they added the Netflix stuff, and the Netflix
Yeah,
was
that
so higher
too.
rated. Yeah.
I think it's kind of both.
What's the rating for Moon Knight? That
I
doesn't
don't know.
strike me as a higher rated show.
Kind of stupid plus.
Kind of stupid plus. Interesting.
I'm not blown away by Moon Knight at all.
Me either.
I had low expectations and it met them, but like I say, for entirely different reasons. So I guess it exceeded them and met them at the same time. Like I think it's pretty bad. I mean, I haven't seen the last episode as of the time we're recording this, so it might tie it all together well. But
I just wonder saw Moon Knight.
yeah, it's weird to call a series Moon Knight and hardly have him in it. It's like most Batman films.
Real quick, I just want to say that I looked up the Facebook thing, and this says it began at Harvard in 2003 as Face Mash, which was an online service for students to judge the attractiveness of their classmates. But it violated university policy and was shut down after 2 days. Obviously, it went on to become Facebook, though.
Yeah, that's not exactly a glowing review.
No.
Look at Iron Man taking out all those guys.
Beautiful.
It reminds me of the little missiles that Mando uses in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called all of a sudden. And
Yeah. Now, here's some CGI that really took some effort.
yeah, I think this took a little more effort than the computer displays in Tony Stark's office.
Definitely. I think in-game took
A little bit.
more effort. Yeah, I was reading more about...
Yeah, there's the waitress right there.
Yeah.
I don't know how she gets. I guess they go hide out in the bank or whatever. 'Cause I swear she's in a bank later.
I don't know.
I mean, that's her though, for sure.
She's not an important character later on.
But I was trying to say... I was reading more about Tom Hiddleston and how he auditioned for Thor and getting casted and all that.
You know, it's just cast.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah, you meant cast, and I'm letting everybody else know that's what you meant.
Anyway, I
That
was
can
reading
be
more about
only
that.
one. Oh no, wrong movie.
And he was talking about
They'll easily win this.
how this was like the biggest project he had been on. Or Thor, I guess, was the first biggest project he had been on at the time, and how huge the sets were and filming in front of blue and green screens and whatnot.
Did they use both?
Yeah.
Pretty sure industry standard is just green at this point.
Pretty sure
I guess
Marvel
for some
uses
they had to
both.
use.
It used to be
Blue.
blue was what they used, but then at some point they switched to green.
I
They could
think
switch
Marvel.
depending on what characters and stuff.
I was gonna say I think
Perhaps.
Marvel
For somebody
uses
like Loki
Yeah.
or
both
Hulk.
because I've seen
I guess Hulk
behind
wouldn't
the
really be
scenes
green
clips
screen
with
since he's
both.
just CGI, but
Yeah, I've seen behind the scenes clips with both. But fun fact with Marvel, I mostly see blue screen. Like when I think of the behind the scenes for Marvel, I'm thinking blue screen.
I don't even know why they switched from blue to green.
But I'm
Don't
sure something like
remember.
Captain America blue screen wouldn't be that.
Like
good.
when I was younger, blue screen I think was the standard.
fun
That's what
fact, I've seen.
that's what I grew up knowing about. And then at some point, it's like green screen became the thing.
Yeah, fun fact, I have seen Captain America in front of blue screen numerous times.
And he's
How
just a
do they-
floating head with a scar.
Look, when you're working
Alright, guys, I've lost my body.
when you are a professional and you are working with certain programs, you can make Captain America's suit in front of a blue screen work. When you have a budget as large as these movies do, you can make it work.
Man, remember when you'd be able to tell, like, oh yeah, that's easily green screen?
Yeah.
It's just so bad they popped onto that. So, like,
But now we have this.
yeah.
Yeah.
You either can never tell if it's green screen or real.
Oh, look at them. Running in the streets of New York.
Here we go, guys. We don't
gone
fly
for the
through
running
anything,
jog.
and we can't jump. We got
We're not too
jog.
far from the iconic scene, though.
This guy jog to get to the villains.
Yeah. Now the villains will just come to them, see?
Hi, I'm a big whale.
Looks like a...
Space whale.
From that first angle, it looks like a big space turtle.
It's a space whale.
That looks too long to be a whale.
Those are whale that. Do you know how big whales are?
I said long. Like, it looks too snake-like to be a
Do you know
whale.
how long whales are?
I mean, they have to be pretty long because they're big, but then they're not, like... It's different proportions, you know?
Look, that's what space whales look like.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never seen a space whale?
Of course not. I've seen a whale fall from space.
Man, I remember the Chitauri one Fortnite. That was sick.
Was it? I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, I remember the whole first Thanos event where you got to get the first person to pick up the Infinity Gauntlet got to be Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much a normal battle royale, but one person was Thanos, and
Look
also
at
Thanos
them.
was wildly
Look at the
overpowered.
brothers.
I think that was back in season 4, which was actually a superhero movie season.
Uh-huh.
Funnily enough. Man, was that really back in... No, was that season 5? Might have been season 5. Season 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because season 6, when I started playing on PlayStation, I remember that was when I was back on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
But Thanos was ridiculously overpowered. But then later on, they had a different event for Endgame.
Yeah.
Which, like, one team was Chitauri, and then the other team was people. I believe if you died, you become a Chitauri,
Yeah.
or whatever.
He just took out one of Loki's things. I guess he got stabbed and threw it over to his hand.
And also, you could get, like, the Avengers weapons, like the Iron Man repulsors,
Oh my God, remember-
Stonebreaker, Captain America's
Dude.
shield,
Okay,
Hawkeye's
but
bow.
remember in the Hawkeye series, the callback to this?
Yeah. And the goal was to get all the Infinity Stones, and each Infinity Stone to give you bonuses. That was such a cool game mode.
Remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it picked up just shortly after this? And acknowledged, like, the aftermath of it and whatnot?
No, because I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The only thing I remember is the Hive Mind guy, or whatever.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so good.
Hawkeyes took out 4 of them.
Uh-huh.
And Black Girl has 2 Glocks.
Uh-huh. Captain America has a shield.
And yet somehow it's more effective.
Yeah. Look, he's had the shield since the 30s.
I've not seen that Glock take out a single alien, mostly because they're not showing what she's shooting at. I'm shooting somewhere! You don't
Imagine
know.
filming
there we
that,
go.
though.
She
Like,
has to
clearly
take
she
out-
has the prop guns and she has to act like she's shooting, but you know, that's that.
It's just like Budapest.
Like, she's not actually shooting for anything,
Yeah.
and then they have to add in the appearance of shooting.
Honestly, I haven't seen
afterwards.
Captain America kill an alien either.
True.
I've just been wanting.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Come on, we don't care about the officers. We want
And somehow...
we want
not-
the Avengers.
And somehow not these guys with Glocks are doing anything, even though Black Widow is doing stuff with her Glocks.
Yeah.
But none of these guys.
This is a good scene, though, where he's giving orders. Why should we listen to you? Because I'm about to beat the fuck out of this alien.
Yeah.
Why? You see this? I got this.
Yup.
Can you do this? Or that? How about this? You got that? That? This?
Why do
you
you get
got?
so close to them? They have guns.
That's
No?
fair.
Alright, do all this shit that he said to do.
Yeah. It's like, yep, I'm convinced.
But none of those Chitauri needed to get close to him.
No, they did not. But haven't we decided that they're not always the smartest?
They're definitely not smart.
What, the Chitauri?
Yeah.
Something like that.
If you're talking about the aliens they're fighting, that's just the Chitauri.
Yes, I know.
Why? I wasn't sure if that's what you were talking about or not. Oh, look at the spear! Edge is a Chitauri. That's canon.
That's a cool spear gun.
A cool spear gun or a cool spear?
Whatever
Okay,
happened
Hawkeye.
with the Chitauri technology?
And then Cap comes in.
I know some
These
of it
three
is
stole some of it.
coming.
really fun together.
But where's the rest?
I mean, Tony Stark's company was cleaning it all up. I'm sure he's got some of it locked up.
McCulfy made like a whole Chitauri Iron Man suit.
Would he really need to? Would it be better than what he's got?
Okay, I looked it up, by the way, the whole blue screen, green screen thing. And blue screen was the standard for films, but eventually for television, they switched to green screen because they realized that just blue suits were more commonly
I
worn.
was saying maybe eventually, because I remember one time on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Andy Richter did a thing where he went to the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
And he did a bit like that where he stood in front of their blue screen with
Yeah.
their blue jacket on.
Yeah, that was the thing, is like that was very common for
And that
them
would
to
have
be
been
wearing
like
blue suits and stuff.
96, 97.
Yeah, so they made the decision to switch to green in television.
But green
Even though
screen and
blue was
blue
considered
screens
the
have gotten
standard for
much better.
film.
As far as I know, green is just the standard. Period.
It might be
That's what it is.
now, because it may have been in film. They realized, that's kind of smart.
But it's gotten much better since...
Oh, here comes Hulk.
Everybody loves this moment.
Yay.
I never have understood this though. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. But then why aren't you always Hulk? I don't get it.
Why is
He's
he...
looking
Why is he... He's a thing that makes him really angry.
Whoa.
He's like... He thinks of some guy punching a puppy. And it's like... "Ah!"
But he's already angry. He doesn't need to.
He's angry, but it's like that controlled anger.
He's angry boy.
Yeah. That is
Something just blew up.
That it
And I
did.
don't know why.
And I don't know why.
Rest in peace, Space Whale.
That looks nothing like a whale.
You did not
Thank
get...
you!
You did not get players those in Fortnite.
Oh, here we go. They make pop figures that stand together just like this, and I want them
Yeah.
so badly. Like they have a base and everything.
That's definitely a touchstone moment. In the
Yeah, Hulk
MCU.
and Black Widow
Yes.
didn't have a weapon in that event.
Daddy,
for
we
them.
all them.
I'm with
All
him.
those figures.
Yes.
I'm with him.
To be fair, you have most of those figures.
Yeah,
You're
who
missing
doesn't?
Hawkeye and Black Widow. You know,
Possibly.
well, it depends on what series, but yeah, he's got a Thor. figure.
That might be
He's
my
got a
favorite
Thor
Fortnite
figure.
event.
His
the
fur is like
Endgame
really
event.
small compared to the others.
I think the Endgame event is probably my favorite Fortnite event.
Cool. I thought we were done talking Fortnite.
See, Cap is the leader of the.
Man, his suit is all scratched up again.
That
Yeah.
probably did not feel good getting carried that way.
Probably
When
not.
Tony lifts Hawkeye up by his. I don't even know what he carries him by. His vest, his quiver.
It's something.
It messed up if it broke halfway up. Like, oh,
I don't know why, but it was funny just seeing Thor go up in
Don't
that
you love
moment.
the explanation for how Thor can
And
fly
Hulk.
a Mjolnir? It's that he throws it
Smash.
so hard that it carries him. That's really why Thor can
Well,
fly.
he definitely
Hulk smash.
smashed.
He went
Long
Hulk
jump.
smash, Hulk smash, Hulk smash.
So now Mjolnir doesn't give him flight or anything. Now he just
But
does
also
it
he's
really hard,
jumping.
then grabs onto it. And it carries him along.
That's
I'm-
a scene.
I mean, to be fair, by the laws of physics, Hulk should not be able to jump like that, but we'll allow it.
The MCU physics are not the same as ours.
But they should be. It's in our world. It's not like Star Wars. We're in a galaxy far away where
Look,
perhaps
it's
the
like
laws of
he's like a
physics.
thunder wall. What?
You know, that's
are
one
different.
thing I question.
I
is-
mean, a lightning rod.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a thunder rod. Let me attract some thunder.
I saw he's the
To be
god of
fair,
thunder.
I was
I'm
gonna say,
gonna bring
to be
the
fair, he's
thunder.
the god of thunder.
Right,
so.
but there's no such thing as a thunder rod.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean,
anyway,
maybe in a Final Fantasy game, but
anyway,
Is.
I was
Final
trying
Fantasy.
to say that's one thing that sort of bugs me is like we create all these fantasy worlds that supposedly take place completely different, whatever, universes, worlds, galaxies, etc. Yet so many of them are so based on our world. It's like, yeah, you've got human-like characters, you have
Yeah,
the same physics,
sometimes I have
etc.,
that issue, too.
etc. And it's like, great. I thought this is fantasy.
well, I mean, to the best of our knowledge, those physics apply anywhere.
Yes, but you do have the freedom
the
to
best of our
change
knowledge.
that.
You don't have the freedom to. Oh, you mean as a storyteller?
Yeah,
you can't just
freedom.
change physics.
Freedom to change it as a fantasy writer,
I'm just gonna change physics.
That's my superpower.
I don't like the fact that an object at rest tends to stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. I'm gonna change that. Shit's just gonna move whenever.
I feel like that would be pure chaos.
Don't they go into a world with no friction and magic school bus? Like,
Maybe?
does he keep sliding around or some shit?
I have no idea.
Magic school bus is good.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying
Kids.
too. When we see like a society on another planet or another dimension, it's always got to have like analogs to everything we have in our world. Like here's
Yeah.
their version of the internet, or here's their version of phones, or whatever. It's like, and I mean that's our basis for
Everything.
reference. So of course it's going to be similar, but you could try to be a little more creative.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not saying that would be
Sometimes it's not
easy.
even, sometimes it's not
Very
even a matter of
difficult,
not being
but
creative.
still.
Just you want something that's relatable to help tell your story.
Yeah.
And I understand that too, but every now and then, yeah, I feel that way too. It's like, really, we had to have this world. Even in Harry Potter, where it is in the same world as ours, it's just like, the wizards have their own sort of set off society.
Yeah.
Even then, sometimes you have like things that are like, do they really have to have the wizarding version of this? If
Yeah.
they're going to evolve within the same world, wouldn't they just evolve in a completely different? I mean, it wouldn't be completely different because they try to blend into, Muggle society in some cases.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they try to do that, but
I was going to say, like, some things I can sort of get it, Because one, the kids thing, like Monster High and Ever After High, but two, it's also kind of funny in that world because they tend to want to change things to turn it into puns and whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
You know what we have too many of with aliens?
What?
Bipedal and humanoid aliens.
Yes.
It's like, why do all aliens have to be bipedal or humanoid?
Well, in a
But it's
movie,
all ones with like technology.
in
and
a
stuff.
movie setting, I can kind of understand it because it's just easier to have them interact with human actors.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
shoot them in the same frames and in the same. Because I mean, that was like the original plan for Return of the Jedi, and this isn't exactly the same, but it was to have, besides have the Ewoks, it was going to have another race of creatures called the Yuzums, and they were supposed to be really tall.
Uh-huh.
And I understand they're still all walking on 2 feet, but the idea was it would be hard to shoot them both in the same frame. So if you have characters that are shaped very different or move very differently from humans, it's going to be hard to shoot them together. And also, if you're going to put humans in suits to play them, it's going to be hard to do that if they don't stand up like a human,
Yeah.
by and large. So I kind of understand. Some of that is just... Some of it is, yes, that's because that's what our basis for reference is, and some of it is just a matter of practicality.
Yeah.
You know, now that you have CGI, it's a lot easier to pull that stuff off, and even motion capture.
Even though I love that moment.
and also not enough aliens with 3 legs.
I don't want to drink
You see no aliens with 3 legs.
because 3 legs don't.
Convenient
That's
is
tough.
3 legs.
I know that
That's
doesn't
good
really
for
tell
standing
much, but
still and being sturdy, but that's not very good for movement.
I think you can move with 3 legs.
Oh yeah, because how many tripods go for a walk? I mean, come on. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it's not
I know it's
ideal.
not.
Yeah. I mean, you've
Another mirror
played,
shot.
what was it, Spur?
Yeah.
Would you want 3 legs in that?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can.
Wouldn't you want to just quickly evolve
Yeah,
into
see, she's
Spur?
in the bank now.
Honestly, I think 3 legs
That
are
Chitari had a
actually
Walkman. That's totally Chitari Walkman.
I'm just saying, with Spur's mechanics, 3 legs are just as effective as 4, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Because, like, each time you place a
Wasn't that
leg...
also made by, what's his name, Will White or whatever?
Yeah.
Who did Sims?
Sims.
But,
City?
but Spur, when you place a leg, you can split it into 2, but still only get the stats of 1 leg,
Didn't he create Sims after his house burned down?
I guess.
Love
But,
Will Wright for creating SimCity. I hate him for creating The Sims.
I love him for creating the Sims.
but if you split a leg,
Will Wright, the video game
it will
world's
still only get the
blessing and
stats
curse.
of the 1 leg thing,
Hey, some of
but
the
you
paint
can
is
still
scratched
have it
off
as
on the
only
shield
1.
now.
Wait, what?
The shield is taking some damage now. I mean,
my
maybe it's
God.
just a smudge or something.
I mean, look, if it did, though, it took the entire
Cap took some
movie.
damage.
Iron Man has already scratched up like 2 or 3 suits.
I think 2.
Oh, he's got like a bunch of different suits, but then I'm pretty sure he's got about 50 of the same one. It's like, this is my everyday one. I kind of need a lot of it, but then these are the special ones. Oh my god. Wait, no, you know that audio? Like these are my ladies or whatever it is?
No.
These are my goals, something like that. That
No.
would 100% be Tony Stark in his suits.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
God damn it. I bet Cap would get
Most of more aliens are like 4 legs, 2 arms. or something
Okay,
like
which of
that.
the Avengers would use
More
TikTok?
caterpillar aliens.
Which of the Avengers would use TikTok?
I feel like Cap would try it out. He's
Yeah.
trying to fit in.
I feel like Tony
would.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'd be like that's beneath him.
No,
It's
I
not like a young person's
think
thing.
Tony, he'd like have it, but he'd have it in like a business style
feel like
and
Loki
only
would
have it
use
every
it.
so often. Oh yeah, Loki would be able to. Bucky would try it. Bucky would definitely at least try it.
I'm not sure about that. I can see Black Widow.
He was the
using
one
it.
who was so into like the tech and the future and stuff like that. I think he'd be for it. Maybe not obsessively, but he'd be for it. I bet Black Widow would have it, at least somewhat.
Oh, this is you know,
only
for
ever
everything that's
probably
great about
showed
this
stuff
movie, this
on
is
it.
still the best part because it's like, why wouldn't you do this?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Just beating him into the floor.
Yes.
And that's
Exactly
pretty sturdy
what Hulk
floor.
would do. I mean, yeah. Very good floor.
My nose cracked a lot, but...
Can we also acknowledge how sturdy Loki has to be for the fact that he's not
He still
dead?
took a pounding though.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think that crash would have killed Thor.
Yeah.
Again, though, they're not the same. Loki's a frost giant,
Yeah.
a tiny frost giant,
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Hulk
He's like a
is strong
frost
with
average.
terminal velocity.
and not that frosty.
Went at the edge of the building.
Daddy, Hulk is that too.
Yeah, Hulk's huge.
Yes, Hulk is quite big.
We were talking about Loki.
And Hulk
He was big in that one What If episode.
Yeah. Yeah, so why is it? That doesn't even make any sense. Why did he look like that then and now he's not?
Because wasn't it in What If that he was actually raised where he was from?
Yeah, but why would that change his biological makeup and the way
Because
that
he can change it.
Shapeshift.
Yeah,
I
he does a shape.
So you're telling me he's normally that thing and he just shifts in this other form because it's more powerful?
This is.
And he doesn't even
most
have that
of the
naturally.
form
He learned that
he's
from Frigga.
And to be fair, isn't it? And to be fair,
How is that a learned behavior? So why didn't Thor learn
I was gonna
it?
say, isn't it in Thor? Like, can't you see him change from?
yeah, when Odin gets him, he changes
Yeah.
from like blue skin to
Matt
He's not
Odin.
giant.
I know,
No,
but
he's just a
he
baby.
still changed.
And how can he do that then? If
Who
Frigga
knows?
taught him her
We
magic.
don't know. We don't have an explanation for that part.
Is that even
Maybe
Loki?
Odin used magic.
That whole Loki being a frost giant orphan, that's just MCU canon, right? That's not from the comics, is
No.
it?
That's
idea.
comics, I'm pretty sure. Because
It
he is a frost giant person, kid
Well, then maybe
thing.
there's a better explanation in the comics.
Maybe.
Also, comics don't like explaining things that much.
Also, there's like 50 versions of every.
Okay, the scene from Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Wow.
Hawkeye was a good series.
it was. Very
One of my
good.
favorite Christmas series.
One of the many times he definitely should have gotten glass in
Well.
him.
No, not necessarily, because he went through feet first.
Yes, but then he lands on the floor like that, and I saw some of the glass like in his collar.
Did you make that really good glass?
Yeah, but
don't cut
that's
people.
sort of, that's that, I don't know if it's tempered glass or what it is, but the way it breaks up in those chunks,
Uh huh.
it's meant not to break in
Nice.
shards and cut you, so, yeah, he certainly could have gotten cut, but he certainly could have avoided it too.
But just also now think about the fact. Do you think they actually made like the breakable movie safe glass and had him crashing through that until they got the
Probably
good
not
tape?
him, it was probably a stunt person.
Well, still, whoever did it.
So he's going to take the first one
Do
out with
any
his bazooka.
do any of the Avengers do their own stunts? At least sometimes.
I do not know.
You know,
I know Sebastian Stan has said he tried to do as many
And
stunts
then the
as he
second
could.
one, he's like, let me get my Glock.
Yeah.
What do you really think he was going to do with that?
Maybe he's gonna shoot through the
Maybe he was
glass.
going to take the pilot out if he was
Maybe.
close enough.
At least in the movies and stuff where you fully see Bucky's face. after his whole Winter Soldier thing, right? He had the mask and the long hair. Because it was easier for a stunt double to do that.
It's not hard for them to use a stunt double.
Well,
especially
yeah,
in
no,
CGI
I
stuff.
agree, but I'm saying like I know
Sometimes the actors are
Sebastian
just
Stan.
CGI. It's not even a person at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. I was trying to say I know that Sebastian Stan has said that he did try to do as many of his own stunts as he could, but there was one on like a bike that after the first one or two tries he couldn't do, so they did a
Oh
stunt.
no,
double
cat's
there.
down.
But also talking about somebody being mostly CGI, I remember Falcon and Winter Soldier, I saw some behind the scenes stuff where Falcon, in one or two scenes, he was mostly CGI, if not entirely.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Still,
Is that
why
a
do you
Jack
call it a
Lynch
rocket
sign?
propelled grenade?
That is Jack Link's, isn't it?
I don't know.
Why do you
That's
call
shitty
it-
product placement though, because you can't really read it.
Why do you call a rocket propelled grenade? It's not a grenade, it's a rocket that explodes.
Well, what defines a grenade?
I don't know.
No,
They
it
got
might be a
hand grenades, but they ain't got
Dude,
grenade launch.
I saw something
What's
cool.
a grenade?
You know how people collect like keycaps and whatnot?
No.
What is a keycap?
The keyboard!
Oh,
the
that.
keycaps!
Yes.
So keys?
Yeah,
From a keyboard.
pretty much.
Why couldn't you just say that?
Because I always heard them referred to as keycaps.
I've never heard that until this moment.
Amazing. I may or may not be on keycap TikTok. Anyway. Look, they look cool. Customizing your keyboard seems cool. Anyway, I saw someone recently, they were taking off some to put on new ones, and to like keep them, like to store them and display the others, they had a grenade shaped thing that they snapped onto to be the little bumps on the grenade, you know? And I thought that was really cool.
You'd think she might be keeping an eye on her phone, wondering where Tony is.
You would think so too. But apparently not.
You see, this is because she doesn't have pockets.
Right.
No, I said keeping an eye on her phone.
Yeah, no,
having
but
her hand,
but
like,
if it's in her pockets, you feel it vibrating.
maybe she has vibration turned off.
Possibly.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I have vibration turned
People
off
need
on my
pockets.
phones.
almost crashed it into the tower. Is that a movie where... Okay, not including the later ones. because I know that he lives like in the cabin thing or whatever, away from the Avengers stuff.
But Tony's house doesn't get blown up.
Yeah, but Tony's house doesn't get messed up in some way.
No.
I feel as
Wait,
though.
is Stark Tower his house? Does he actually live there? Is that just
Yeah, I thought he lived
okay.
at Stark Tower.
You may be right.
I have no idea.
But I told you, I don't care that much about the Iron Man movies.
It's like I care. It's just been a minute since I've seen them. Bam. Just casually flies to space and blows up an
So I
alien
did all
thing.
this to try power off.
Because I think he just
Kind of
blew
that
up.
mothership is like the source for their tech.
And it kills them all.
Don't worry, Tony. You don't die for
Are they part of like a hive mind?
another 3 Avengers
Maybe.
movies.
I don't know what Chitauri are for sure. I mean, they are in the comics.
I don't remember either. In the Loki comic, I really like Tony Stark's in that
Cap was
one.
willing to just let him. He's like, close it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony barely makes it through.
I mean, no wonder. I can't blame Tony for having problems with Steve after this, though.
I like Tony and Steve, though.
We could have just given him a little more time.
Possibly.
There he is. Son of a gun.
He's like, damn it, you
I
weren't
thought he was
supposed to
gonna
make
die.
it, Phil.
I like the way Thor's gonna go catch him, and then Hulk comes in to get him.
Yeah.
Catch.
It's a nice moment.
Yeah. Oof.
I feel like Hulk did not need to crash that hard.
He probably somewhat did, but then just throws
He
him off.
probably would have just fallen from that height.
Isn't that almost? Isn't that Lego little special TV whatever? That's essentially this, but Lego-fied.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think that is, and I think Johnny's watched it, and I think I remember them getting the food afterwards.
The shawarma.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but if I'm correct, it's on Netflix.
Tony taking a little nap.
Yeah, just a quick nap. Not his forever nap yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. 3 more Avengers movies.
But what if it was a squall?
They did the snap.
Yes.
That's what he's suggesting. Tony figured it out quicker than we thought. He managed to also figure out squalls.
You don't know
and get them
who was a
involved.
squall. I mean, Tony is like the smallest of the Avengers, other than maybe Bruce.
Well,
It's between Tony and Bruce. It's like, honestly, Bruce making Iron Man suits. Could you imagine Hulk actually in a suit?
Actual Hulk, not Bruce.
Yes.
We've seen Bruce in the Hulkbuster.
Yes.
could be interesting.
Hulk with an Iron Man suit.
Maybe just like some Iron Man mods. Just some
Hulk with a jetpack.
I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of, but there are multiple Lego Avengers things on Netflix.
Just Hulk with a jetpack.
There's a Lego Avengers game, isn't there?
That would have to be a hell of a jetpack to carry him up. Yeah, there's a Lego Avengers. Is it just a single Lego Avengers?
Yes.
It's superheroes that there's a sequel. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lego Avengers is good.
Avengers is the original on Ultron.
Yeah. But it has DLC. No, superheroes is the one that had the in-game DLC.
Yeah.
Damn, we never got to play that.
Well, that's supposed to.
Superheroes 2, yeah.
Yeah, and supposed to freaking has a major glitch, at least on Switch, which makes your save data
Is it, only
not
on the,
safe.
is it only on the Switch?
I'm not sure.
It's
I haven't
pretty
played it on
lame,
anything
though.
else.
It's lame no matter what. Is that Lin-Manuel Miranda? I'm pretty sure that is. I'm joking. I just like seeing Lin-Manuel Miranda in every movie we watch.
Yo, I
He's
saw a guy
the
get
best
Captain
in
America
it.
tattoo.
I don't have a
Nice.
Captain America tattoo. I considered it.
I think that guy has a comic book out of
There's Stanley.
his face. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Captain America shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
There's some Iron Man graffiti. My here's Loki. Taking him back to Asgard.
Did he really need the mouth
Yes.
guard?
Yes.
What was he gonna do?
Nobody
Cast a
knows.
spell.
Say something.
And
Is
he
that
doesn't
how his
need.
magic works?
I don't think he
Maybe.
needs to speak to cast spells.
Maybe it depends on the
He
spell.
seems to just be able to do whatever.
Or maybe
Whatever.
Thor just really didn't want to listen to him.
Reasonable.
It's just that sibling thing, you know?
Well,
That container for the Tesseract, that looks like something. It looks like the little things from Skylanders.
Yeah.
I don't know which Skylanders it's from, but it reminds me of a thing from Skylanders.
What's it called, dude?
What?
Skylanders thing he's thinking of.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember if it's Trap Team or if it's Imaginators.
You're talking about the little Imagineers crystal thing.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. I don't know the names.
No, you didn't need to know. I just was trying to remember which series it was from. That's a pretty fun game where you can make your own Skylanders.
Yeah. I remember constantly playing.
Still not a fan of Steve's pants. They're better than the ones we had on earlier with the plaid pattern.
You just can't get along with his pants.
I'm just saying, if you're
can
gonna be
you?
my favorite MCU character, you gotta have some dope pants.
I thought Tony had a red car.
And then back in season
I think
2,
he has
they
red
had a
car
whole.
comics too.
Back in season 2, they had the whole Avengers season, Marvel season.
I think Loki steals a
some
red
flannel.
car from him.
So he got a bike.
Smallrats 3.
You know who else has a red car? Coulson. Its name is Lola.
Yeah,
it can
I know.
fly.
You know, I'm just saying, at the bottom of that dirt says step up. Why did it say step up at the bottom where you need to step up where people can see that you need to step up?
What?
It's like a going up thing.
Maybe it's
Why
actually
does it
hard
step
to tell from certain angles. From your angle here, looking through the camera lens, it's easy to see. But if you're walking down the hall, it might not be. It might blend in.
It just feels like that's useless. That, oh, I see the step. Oh, thanks for telling me I need to step up. When I see the step. But if I'm looking and don't see the step, I won't see. Step up. Maybe you can see it from far away. So, oh, I'm going to step up over there.
This is some triumphant music playing right now.
Wow. That's
Very
why I'm
much
putting
so.
music. Look at those holograms. Those are some good holograms. And the broken stock later Avengers Tower. Or is it currently Avengers now? Have they fixed it yet?
No, they're working on it.
Nah, just the A there.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Wow.
It still looks like a big robot duck.
Wow, and here's some credits.
I'm here for a big robot duck.
Look at that leather.
Yeah?
Are you sure it's leather?
Probably.
It's probably leather.
No.
See, there's paint knocked off the shield.
A bit.
Totally.
Still though, it took him an entire movie. Iron Man did it to like 2 or 3 suits throughout the movie. So Cap still got the higher quality paint.
Of all the original Avengers, pretty much only Thor and Hulk are still in commission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't even know what's going on with Thor. He went off with the Guardians.
And Hulk
We're waiting to see what's up with that.
Hulk still hasn't even got another movie.
I assume we're going to see more of Hulk and She-Hulk. Though.
I feel as the Hulk's never getting
find out.
another movie.
A little more of him.
Not of
Make
his
a good
own.
Hulk movie.
We might still get it, though. I mean, there's plenty of time.
Maybe potentially. Oh my god, what if he could sort of replace Vision in Young Avengers? Could you see Hulk doing something like that?
I don't
For
understand.
the-
What's Vision's role in Young
Yeah,
Avengers?
exactly.
He's
like the mentor.
I mean, he sort of helps put the team together. He's where the information for the different members comes from and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I mean, they sort of so far killed Vision.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Vision's coming back.
Though, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Vision isn't exactly around in Young Avengers either.
Vision's coming back, though.
Because in that thing, the Avengers thing has gotten destroyed. Avengers
Who's all
have
the Young
died,
Avengers?
etc.
Who's
Who's all
all-
the Young Avengers?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, hold up.
That's what
Hold on,
Wanda's kids.
Mid-credits scene. Okay, so Shawarma is the end credits scene. Thanos is mid-credits.
Alright.
There he is.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
No, I don't know though. Here they're gonna promise something here they don't deliver on. I mean, it's still a cute little nod,
Those
but-
captions seem to have changed.
but they deviate. The other's gonna say to Thanos to fight them is to court death, and then Thanos is gonna smile because, of course, in the Infinity Gauntlet comic series, Thanos does all that to try to court Death's favor because he's in love with Death.
uh-huh.
And so that was a really cute nod here. See, to challenge them.
But then
Is
in
to
the
court
later
death.
movies, that's not.
And then they
what
try to make him
meant
into all. I just want to balance everything.
He's
I
so
just,
purple hair.
I just want to save everybody by killing half of them.
He's so much more
You know,
purple.
I could grow some soybeans or some shit with unlimited
I can
power,
literally
but-
change the universe.
But my only
but
idea
killing
is to just
people.
kill half of the people.
I can probably just create food.
Oh, come on, Disney.
Yeah, they shrunk it. Hold on.
But kill.
I don't want to watch Age of Ultron. Okay,
I don't
anyway.
mind watching it though, because like I say, it's an underrated Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Anyway, you asked the Young Avengers. All right, Kate Bishop, Wanda's 2 kids. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but we saw him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Captain Marvel's kid.
Oh, Isaiah Bradley or
Yeah.
something like that.
Another kid who I think is like connected to the X-Men or
He's
something.
like Young Patriot or something.
And Ant-Man's daughter, Cassie or whatever.
Wait. I just noticed Stan Lee is credited as playing himself. So that's Stan Lee, who created the Avengers, talking about the Avengers saving. Well, not all. I know he didn't create Captain America, but I think he was a.
He still played a role in the
Avengers
creation of the Avengers.
I mean, look, he plays himself in Captain Marvel. So that's one thing. But apparently, we made a big deal. Oh, he's playing himself. So does Marvel exist in Captain Marvel? Is it something different in Captain? But I mean, he's Stan Lee in this. He's not just a guy playing chess. I've never noticed that before.
But I still
That's
think the
actually very
Morat's script brings up more questions than Stanley existing.
Well, that confirms that he's playing himself in that.
Yeah, but that brings up way more
Stan
questions.
Lee exists, and for him to be in Mallrats, he had to have been somebody of note. So I assume in that universe, there's some other line of Marvel comics, but they're not Marvel. It's like Maverick comics, and they don't have Captain America. They have American Agent, and they have Arachnid Man.
Doesn't he sell like comic stuff in one of the things?
In
More?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Either that.
No, I thought in one of the live action things.
He's where Miles buys a suit in Into the Spider-Verse.
I don't think that does anything.
I don't recall him doing that in any of the script. He may have, or maybe it's one of the early ones before there was Marvel Studios
Maybe.
proper.
I don't know.
But potentially in this universe, Stanley could make the comic adaptations of the superheroes.
That's possible too. We consider
Yeah.
that.
Which by that point would be Captain America
Yeah.
and Captain America, also featuring Captain America.
Yeah.
Technically, at this point, couldn't there be some Captain Marvel?
No,
That was the 90s.
Captain Marvel was when it was.
We're talking about Captain.
That time.
He
Oh,
appeared in
okay.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
At this point, though.
But in Mallrats, I mean, but here's the other interesting thing too.
You'd have Captain Marvel, Iron Man,
wait.
to Captain America.
Let's point this out too. In Mallrats, there's not just Marvel references. There's DC references.
Oh, yeah.
But there are also DC references in Eternals.
Yeah.
So DC definitely
DC
exists.
exists.
So what is Marvel like in the Marvel universe?
We have no idea.
Like I say, to me, it's either what you guys, it's either that idea is like it's adaptions of the superheroes, and we know there's like some Cap merchandise and spin-off
Yeah.
stuff,
And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
or it's like again, it's like a version of it, but it's like different versions. It's again instead of Spider-Man, it's Arachnid Man or whatever, or it's like a combination of like there's comics based on the real heroes, but there's also made up heroes.
Yeah.
Either that,
And
he's
Agents
DC.
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And it could still be. Oh God, Stan Lee is DC in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh God. In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I can't remember if there were ever any like comics or things like that seen, but I do know that there was like action figures of all of the characters from all of the 6 Avengers that we see here.
I feel like him being DC is not too unlikely in the MCU.
Probably not, but
Because either that or more, it's like, yo, you did the Captain America comics.
So instead of telling the Spider-Man story, what's he telling? Like a Batman story?
Maybe.
What would be DC's equivalent to Spider-Man?
I don't know. I can't think of.
I don't know. 'Cause Batman's like the most popular DC.
I was
there.
saying that's why Spider-Man's so special. He's one that doesn't have a DC version. I feel like for the most part you can just line up Marvel and DC somehow. Like I'm not
They
saying
can line up Plastic Man and Mr. Fantastic.
I was gonna say I'm not trying to say that either's unoriginal. I'm just saying that you do so much and obviously they're competing.
They both literally had a Captain Marvel.
Very true.
But then one changed to Shazam.
Yeah.
I loved Captain Marvel / Shazam when I was a
haven't seen
kid.
the Shazam movie.
Forget the movie. We need to go back and watch the original cartoon together.
We should see the movie though.
Because I loved that when I was a
They
kid.
both have Captain.
Is the movie part of the
Then-
DCEU?
Yeah.
Well,
I
apparently.
wasn't sure because
Any DC movie is DCEU at this point.
I know,
Pretty
but it's
much.
like
Not one.
Or they all part of the same universe.
That's another thing with DC versus Marvel.
they're
Is
not.
DC doesn't really have this
That's the thing,
solid
it's like-
continuity.
It's like they
the
want to
MCU
make
does.
a connected universe, but then they just make movies
They have
all over
too
the
many
place.
ideas. Yeah.
It's like we got this Batman, also
They
this
also
Batman,
have a
this
bunch of
Batman is
shows
with this
going
Superman,
on.
but not with this Superman, but only this Superman, and then there's also this Wonder Woman. It's just,
Yeah.
it's like, alright, what's canon to this universe? Is this part of that universe? Or this a new universe now?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
this
to
is
be fair,
standalone,
that's
or-
not contrary to how the comics are.
No, not at all. That's
Yeah.
exactly how the comics are.
Wow, there's literally 4 songs in this movie.
Wow. I have questions. I mean, I guess that's reasonable considering the type of movie it is.
I suppose.
I feel as though the later movies have a lot more music.
I mean,
But-
obviously it has a score as well.
Oh yeah.
At least we know that most of these movies and shows and stuff are part of one universe.
Yeah.
It's Marvel.
Mostly. Technically, the shows
Some
are
of
still
them now.
faked. Yeah.
Some are debatable,
And
like
unfortunately,
the
now,
Netflix shows and Agents and stuff.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is supposedly not
Okay,
canon.
shawarma time.
Agent
Yeah,
Carter
what
might
is shawarma?
be.
Apparently, Cap's sitting like that because he's got a mustache. Chris Evans had a mustache
Yeah.
for another movie by the
Yeah.
time they shot this scene. That's why he's holding his hand like that.
Yeah, he had to kind of censor that.
I guess Cap didn't really like the shawarma.
Yeah, he's not even like pretending to eat or anything. He's just like, damn, yeah.
This kind of sucks.
And
He's gone.
picking at it now.
Yeah. But at least she's grabbing her food.
Bruce
Thor-
is taking in.
Yeah, and Thor and
Yeah,
Iron Man
distributed
both
by
had
Walt
mouthfuls.
Disney Studios, but why was Paramount at the beginning?
I guess they had played a role in it
I'm very
too.
confused now.
I have no idea. On his quotes and a different
Well, we're
language.
going to end on confusion then. So that was our look at Marvel's The Avengers on its 10th anniversary or slightly thereafter.
Yeah.
We've watched this movie in the background of several episodes. This is the first time we've done a proper commentary for it. So we hope that you enjoyed it. And we hope that we'll come back next week when the conversation will continue. We're going to be doing a little special Star Wars tribute that may or may not feature Mario.
Mario.
So
Star
until then, when the
Wars.
conversation will continue, I am and will continue to be Maddie.
Lexi.
Dylan.
Casey.
And for Johnny, this is LexiCon concluded.
Bye.